What is up, everyone? Welcome. Happy Saturday to everyone here to return to the Knicks podcast on the BX Sports JEDI Network. We are back taking one day off. Sorry about that. That Sacramento game. It's a little bit too late for me to be staying up due to work relations, but we are here. The Knicks take on the Los Angeles Clippers. Salute to everyone in the chat. What is up from Mr. Tim Smith? Salute, and Aiden Davila in the building, and everyone that's going to join us this evening. Salute everyone. The Knicks take on the Los Angeles Clippers. Knicks trying to stave off a possible two-game losing streak. Right now they lost to that Clipper. They, trying to cut it at two. When we look at this game here, this is a big game. We saw the Brooklyn Nets lost yesterday. Their half game from catching the New York Knickerbockers. This is the time of year where you scoreboard watch, you keep an eye out, you look around there. Let me give you my thoughts on that Sacramento game. But before all that, I want to say hello to everyone. Again, salute everyone. Happy Saturday for everyone that's joining us. Thank you for joining us here on the BX Sports JEDI Network, Return of the Knicks podcast. And we appreciate you here on a Saturday night, Saturday afternoon. You're allowing us to come into your home here to take on the Knicks, taking on the Clippers on this second game on the West Coast trip. Knicks got a back-to-back. Tomorrow night, we'll be back on again against the Los Angeles Lakers. Right now, you know how we do our model or our program is one possession, one game, one half at a time. And then you Knicks are at 10 games over 500. They're going here to Los Angeles on a back-to-back. Their final back-to-back of the season here. They'll play today, this afternoon, and then they'll play tomorrow night against the Lakers. Right now, you don't take the Clippers for granted. The Clippers are, even though the Clippers are 4-6 in the last 10 games, and the Knicks are 8-2 in the last 10. They still have two All-Stars in Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. No Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson tried to give it a go against the Sacramento Kings. Reactivated. He has a deep bruise on his ankle. Didn't return the second half of that Sacramento game. Now, let me give you my quick opinion, which I didn't get to do just took a day. Guys, I was totally honest. I took a couple of days off just to retool. Didn't even do the wrestling show, just to retool, revamp, re-energize, because there's a lot of sports in the month of March. Didn't even do there's a lot of Yankee news and so forth. I just wanted to just retool and revamp. Now, I watched that Sacramento game twice. When I saw it live, I saw it to halftime. Then I had to go to sleep. The Knicks played terrible. They had a lot of offensive rebounds. They had a lot of opportunities there for second chances. The missed free throws from the team, Barrett, and as well as Randall, and they still lost by 5. I want to put a silver lining there. We played terrible, and we still lost by 5. They still gave an effort. They showed a lot of heart. They showed a lot of pizzazz, a lot of fight, and still lost by 5. And Randall was terrible. I know everyone, if you look at film school, and I hate to sound like I'm attacking film school because they do a hell of a good job breaking down, and I listen to a lot of film school, Knicks film school, and it's just a cheap plug, but may make it seem like it was an RJ Barrett reason why they lost. Nonsense. They lost their point guard, and Quickly wasn't great either. Quickly, maybe the 50 plus minutes is starting to roost his ugly head, and he's a little fatigued. But I thought Randall played terribly. He played horribly in that Sacramento game. He turned the ball over in the last second there. I know everybody, and film school makes him seem like it was RJ Barrett's fault on this game loss. I want to push back on that. I don't think it was. I feel like Randall, when the game is on the line, he shouldn't be the one carrying the ball here. And it sucks because when you don't have Jalen Brunson to wheel it in, Randall wants to take over. Naturally so, because he is a two-time All-Star for this team. But he is not the guy that you want the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter. I don't want him with the ball at all at the fourth quarter. I thought they missed an opportunity to feed off of Quentin Grimes. I thought Quentin Grimes started playing with confidence. They kind of moved away from Quentin Grimes there because he was playing with confidence. I'm not saying Quentin Grimes takes the end shot or you feed him down the stretch, but you want to go. This is a guard driven league. You need to develop, we see Brunson is our closer. Quentin Grimes, if he has it that night, you feed him. You try to close with him. And I know he's a second year player. So what? He needs to take them. I thought RJ Barrett played really well. I think Barrett, when he goes through the cup, is really strong at it. And I know people say that his defense isn't so great. XYZ. There's so many disparities against RJ Barrett, but I think the other content creators are scared of offending Julius Randle. I think Julius Randle's psyche is so fragile that we need him, so we don't want to bury him or give him the heat or give him the smoke because we're afraid that Julius Randle might check out on this team. And if that's the case of the mentality of a Randle, then we don't need him on this team. And I go, Jedi, you're really sounding like you're talking off both sides of your mouth. Randall is a big important feature of this team. Yes, indeed, he is. But he also is holding the team back a little. And I know, oh, wait a minute, you're so crazy because we just went 10 games, almost went a 10-game winning streak. We're over 500 by 10 games, and Randall's a big catalyst of it. He is. But he's also shows his wart on why a lot of naysayers don't believe in the Knicks making this a playoff push, because you see that there when the fire or when the temperature tends to be elevated, this guy shrinks. He shrinks more like a freaking old man in a cold pool, and he cannot show us that. You got to play calm, cool, and collective. And what doesn't help this Knicks team, and I know this is a hot take, is if you see the Daily News comments where Cam Reddish has been interviewed, and Cam Reddish talked about there's a lot of politicking in the Knicks locker room. Let's face it, I'm a big Cam Reddish fan, so I'm gonna give you total exposure of why I like time. I love Cam Reddish. I wanted him on this team. I was excited. Chef Dan almost bought me for Christmas a Cam Reddish jersey because I am a big Cam Reddish fan. What you could say, I could say one of the Cam Reddish hive, but I want to stop there a minute. Cam Reddish played himself out of the rotation, but also it wasn't due to his play as well as a little politicking. And he's talking about Obi Toppin as well. Obi Toppin should have not played 12 minutes on that Sacramento game. Sacramento is a fast running team who doesn't play no ounce of defense, and Randall was dog crap. This is the game where you should have had Obi Toppin play a little more minutes. 12 minutes for Obi Toppin doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work. There is a world where you could have Julius Randle play 32 minutes and the rest Obi Toppin, even 30 minutes. There's a world where the Knicks can be successful. A team that runs hard, and the Knicks failed on Obi Toppin, in my opinion. But we turned the page. There's still a lot of basketball left. I don't want to be a negative Nelly or Debbie Downer because we have to win this game tonight against the Clippers. And let's do this. And you know how we do it here on the BX Sports Jedi Network. We always positive, always thinking ahead, always never putting limitations on our team, our Knicks team. We're always striving for the excellence of our team. So, with that said, we got the lineups for both teams here tonight. But before we do the lineups, let's make a bet. Let's make a quick bet. Here is the bet tonight's game. The Knicks are a 4.5 point favorite underdogs in Los Angeles at a plus 158. So I'm gonna take the Knicks tonight. I think the Knicks beat the Clippers. I think the Clippers are pretenders. They're a soft team, and I think the Knicks go in there and win this game at the 4.5 point favorite. The over and under is 227.5 points. I'm gonna take the over. Remember, bet with your head, not over your head, and good luck making that money. This is what it's all about. For all those that want to do a parlay, want to make that extra money, let's do this. We got the starting lineups for the home team, and the home team. Here's the Clippers home team lineup. And once I get that there, we'll keep going. We'll keep going there. The Clippers fives, and the Clippers five is George, Leonard, Westbrook, Morris, and Zubac. So those are the Clippers five here. The Knicks, we'll give you the Knicks starting five in a second. The Knicks starting five goes as this: Quentin Grimes, R.J. Barrett. No Jalen Brunson is Emmanuel quickly. So let's give you the wrong starting five here. Here is the starting five. It is Grimes, Barrett, quickly, Randall, and Mitchell Robinson is the starting five for the New York Knickerbockers. Now, quickly, ever since playing the career high 58 minutes against Boston, has have a little bit of fatigue factor. Now he has had a day off here in between the Sacramento flight to Los Angeles, about an hour flight, a day off here. Look for Emmanuel quickly to have a better game in the lineup. I think Emmanuel quickly will bounce back. We'll have a strong game this afternoon. And I like the Knicks here. I think Emmanuel quickly will have a really good game against this Los Angeles Clippers. Russell Westbrook is the point guard. Now, for Russell Westbrook, you need to capitalize on his turnovers. The Knicks like to play a little loose quick, and the Clippers are going to play a little loose. They're going to turn the ball over. If you're the New York Knicks, you have to capitalize on the turnovers. Whenever Clippers turn over the ball, you have to punish them, score the basket. You need to continue to attack the rim. You need to also. You had a lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of missed opportunities against Sacramento. You need to capitalize. You need to cash it in. One thing that was a little sickening in the first half, because I only saw the first half and then I watched the game over again. I saw the game twice on replay, and sometimes you miss the essence when you watch it live. But the Knicks had a lot of offensive rebounds. Now Isaiah Hartenstein has a sore foot. I don't know how much of his limitation is in, how much he's going to play tonight. If he does play, look for his against his former mates. He's gonna have a good game. I think he'll have 10 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists for Isaiah Hartenstein. Now I don't want to get over my head a little bit, but Mitchell Robinson. I want to get back to Mitchell Robinson. He needs to be an impactful player on the defensive end. That Sacramento game, Sabonis in the first half ate them up. I felt Randall didn't feel engaged to want to defend, play defense. I don't know. It was a weird game, and they only lost by 5. And I know I saw this earlier in Twitter. I don't. I want to give credit, but I don't remember who. The Knicks played terribly, and that game against the Charlotte Hornets was really big because the Nets are only half game out of fifth place. And I know we were talking about fourth seed. Heck, I was actually giddy up and say, look at the third seed. Watch the 76ers. The Knicks, and there's still plenty of, I wanted to say there's still plenty of basketball left. Um, there's enough handful of games. If the Knicks right the ship, play well, that they could threaten. The third seed is not out in the realm. We know what our hashtag is on the channel. Hashtag no limit Knicks. That's our hashtag. No limits Knicks. We're not limiting this team. We're not putting any ceiling on the Knicks here. At least in this channel. You could go if you want to put limits and ceilings on the Knicks. You could go to another channel and you could listen to them. They're gonna put limits all second round, first round, playing. I'm not putting limits on my Knicks. I love this team. I love this team. You're not gonna see me go bananas and smack the microphone as we see other people do, but I have passion. I love this team. I have so much passion for this team. I'm here, and I think this team is gonna play well. They're gonna continue to move the basketball, play, give their best basketball forward. I know Chef Dan said, you know what, they're gonna go on a long run. And salute to Chef Dan. I love you, Chef Dan. We miss you on this call. We wish you were here because I think you bring another element to this channel when you're here for the Knicks, for the vibe. And I know I know you got to make that money. And we know that. We know that. We miss you. And I think this team tonight is going to go out and win in the state here in the crypto arena, wherever it want to be called these days. I think they win tonight. I think they win both of these games in Los Angeles, back to back. I never go on. I don't want to go on a limb. I don't want to limit it. Tip off is coming up soon, and you know how we do when we do the tip off. We like to bring in that ticker. We bring in that ticker in, and it'll tell us. Well, of course, it'll be a couple seconds ahead of us, and of course, that is the live scoreboard there. And of course, those that are watching along for the first time, you know what? I want to thank everybody because we are at 7,500 subscribers strong. It's because of you guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. You guys make this channel thrive. not just with basketball, with baseball, with football, with wrestling, with all types of sports that you guys provide for us. We want to thank you. Now, if the music is a little too loud, please let me know in the chat. I will lower it a little bit down. I want to bring a little background music since Opus does not allow us to have background music yet, like StreamYard. I want to make sure. And remember, if you guys are new to the StreamYard or to the streaming platform, or if you want to do your video platform or any of the audio, hit up on opus.live, hit my promo code BXJEDI, and save. We're growing here. Opus is growing. Opus is strong. Opus is a new streaming platform up and running, and they teamed up with the BX Sports Jedi Network with others as well, content creators, and we are trying to grow this beautiful platform that is Opus and trying to make us the number one streaming platform in all of YouTube and all of your video platform. And thank you for all the guys that are watching us on Rumba, as Twitch, as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you're hearing us or you're hearing my voice this evening. Thank you so much. Hit that like button. Let's go. So as the introduction package here in Los Angeles, we get the starting lineups for the Los Angeles Clippers and the New York Knickerbockers. Let's go. Marcus Morris Sr. That was one of the best trades the Knicks did, moving him and getting Emmanuel quickly. In my goodness, that is a hell of a trade. Trading him for the 25th pick, and the Knicks turn it into Emmanuel quickly. Phenomenal job. All right, so we're ready to top it off. I'm glad you're joining me this evening here. We'll have our mayor in the building, Mr. Kelvin T. Jones. We have Mr. Tim Smith in the chat, as well as Aiden Avila. We know that big task at hand. We'll be coming in shortly to talk to them and make the noise, and of course, making sure that the chat is loud, like always. Salute to everyone from Bernard Johnson to Darnell Davis, Mr. Melvin Smith. Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys all over. Miss Maria watching us on the Facebook app. We appreciate you, Miss Maria. We even got Michael Caputo listening from time to time. Let's go. So this is a good game here. I am pumped. I am excited here. Let's break this losing streak at 2, and let's start building a winning streak, baby. Final few games here in the season. Let's go. Okay, here's the tip-off. Ready to go for the tip-off here. Mitchell Robinson and Los Angeles comes up with the tip-off, and we are on this way. Let's go, fellas. Knicks taking on the Clippers. Here's George. Passes it out to Leonard. Leonard now driving. Leonard takes the shot, and he misses. Rebound quickly. Quickly comes up with the rebound. Manuel quickly now bringing it, hands it off to Barrett. Barrett now passes it off to Randall for 3. Randall misses. Rebound by the Clippers. So George will bring the ball up. So we're on the roll here, 2 in a row. And here's a 3 shot, and that's off the mark. And Emmanuel quickly will let it go out of bounds. Knicks will have it. So the Clippers have 2 days off here. Knicks with 1 game off here. Quickly now. Emmanuel quickly. Bounce pass here to Randall. Randall now, one-on-one with Leonard on the right wing. Randall now, jab step. Randall now driving. Steps back. Shoots. And that's off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Here comes George with it. George now passes it back out to Morris. Morris now back to George. George now, he gives it here to Westbrook. Westbrook drives in, and he loses the ball. And last touch by the Knicks. 13 on the shot clock underneath the basket. And it will be Clippers ball. They will inbound the ball underneath the basket. Let's go, Knicks. Let's do this. As they inbound the ball here to George. George now holds the ball. George around the curl. George pass. Morris for 3. And he hits it. So George gets an assist there. Morris with a 3 ball. Clippers up 3-0. A minute and a half gone by in the game as quickly we'll bring the ball up. Knicks are in their white uniforms going from left to right. Oh, here's a beautiful pass for Quentin Grimes into RJ Barrett, and he scores. Easy bucket. Knicks on the board, 3-2. Miscommunication there. Knicks capitalize. Here's Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard now guarded by who gets to the rim, and good job by Mitchell Robinson, gets the rebound. So his presence altered that shot there. So in 2 minutes gone by here, here's Barrett. Barrett now. Barrett back to Randall. Randall thought about the three. Hands to Grimes. Grimes steps at and here's quickly back to RJ. RJ Barrett has Westbrook on him, and here's Barrett lost the ball, and he lost the basketball. Westbrook poked it away. Here comes the Clippers with a turnover. Here's Westbrook. And good job there by Mitchell Robinson trying to get the ball in the Zubac. Here's Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes now. Grimes back over here to Randall. Randall now. 9:36 here. Randall now. Top of the key. Guarded by Westbrook. Randall back over to Grimes. Catch and shoot three. And that's off the mark. Rebound. We quickly had the ball. And Westbrook comes up with it. There's a loose ball foul going the other way. So quickly gets up the loose ball foul and wants to Westbrook. So the Knicks trail here 3-2 here with 9:24 left in the quarter. So little teams a little sluggish coming out here, starting up here for the Clippers. Tyronn Lue. Here's Morris. Morris now guarded by RJ. Now they inbound to Kawhi, who's guarded by Randall. Kawhi Leonard in the paint puts up the shot, and the floater is good. So Kawhi Leonard. Clippers have a 5-2 lead, and Kawhi Leonard hits on his first attempt. Here's Randall now. Randall back to Quickly now. Quickly top. So 3 minutes gone by in the game. Here's Quickly now in the paint. Quickly now driving. Pat kicks it out to Randall. Here's Quentin Grimes rises for three. And Mitchell Robinson gets the offensive rebound, puts it back up. No avail. So here's Westbrook with that. So Knicks missing a point blank range. Here's Westbrook. Westbrook kicks it back to Morris. Morris for three. And Morris hits it from downtown. So Clippers up 8-2. Up Knicks down by 6. So 6 points for Morris here. As there is a quick timeout here, quickly. Tom Thibodeau calls a timeout with 8:31 in the first quarter. So Thibodeau arguing with the officiating, and Knicks down early by 6 with 8:31 left in the first quarter. So there's plenty of time here, not to panic here. I know Thibodeau called a timeout, didn't like what he see there. What's your thoughts, chat? The chat is kind of quiet tonight. Let's go, chat. So we have a timeout on the floor. I know we had Mr. Tim Smith a little earlier. Mr. Tim Smith went to New York. I believe Mr. Tim Smith, if I'm not mistaken, you live in the West Coast. He flew to New York. He was in the East Coast. Was able to take on a game against the Hornets. Was in attendance, and I believe you're in San Diego, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Tim Smith. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you live in the San Diego area, and you were in New York to see the Knicks take on the Hornets. And good job on you for flying across the country and attending a game. It's always a pleasure to see you there. And of course, he wasn't in the chat, but he was at the game, which is more important. Being there live in attendance is always a great thing. And of course, the Knicks are on the West Coast here. They play a back-to-back debate tomorrow night against the Los Angeles Lakers. Tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So it's good to see that. They have the Knicks. Then they have the Portland Trailblazers. And believe it or not, the Knicks have a lot of days off here before the next game and for the remainder of the season. This is their last back-to-back game of the season. Will be tonight to this afternoon to tomorrow against the Clippers. No more back-to-back. They'll have a lot of rest time. Look for the Knicks to get on a run here to close out the season strong, in my opinion. But right now, they need to get healthy. I know Hartenstein with his sore ankle. And of course, everybody's thinking about the ankle of Jalen Brunson. The Knicks need their closer. We talked about the Knicks needing a closer, and that's Jalen Brunson. They need him to get healthy. Need him to heal that bruise on his ankle and get back. So I personally, if I'm the Knicks, hopefully they win this game this afternoon. I believe so. then they play with easy money tomorrow afternoon. If they win that game against against the Lakers, who they've been hot lately, boy, boy, it looks really different. But you know how we do it: one possession, one half, one possession, one quarter, one half at a time, one game at a time, and then we worry about it. The Knicks are 39-28. They're half a game ahead of the Brooklyn Nets here. So let's go. 3 games ahead of the Miami Heat. 4.5 games in the front of the Atlanta Hawks. So Knicks will inbound here to Mitchell Robinson. So Mitchell Robinson back over to Quickly now around the curl. Quickly now driving, kicks it out to Grimes. Grimes stops, backs over to Barrett. 9 on the shot clock. Barrett spins. Barrett puts up the shot off the glass and he misses this one. Rebound George. So Knicks right now not hitting their shots. They're a little stagnant. Here's George. George kicks it out. Westbrook thought about the three, fakes it, backs over to George. George takes the three, and George misses. Rebound by Randall. So Randall wants to push this here to Grimes. Quentin Grimes with the dunk. So Randall gets an assist there. Nick cut the deficit in half, 8-4, with 7:52 here left in the first quarter. Let's go, Knicks. Let's do this. Here's Westbrook now. Westbrook guarded by Quickly. George. George now guarded by and kicks it back in. Zubac puts up the shot and hits it off the glass. It's good. So Knicks trail by 6 here, 10-4, 7:31 here. Here's Quickly. Emmanuel Quickly now kicks it out to Barrett. Barrett now on the right wing, guarded by Kawhi Leonard. Now he still keeps his dribble. He stops, bounce pass here, and Kawhi Leonard comes up with the steal. Leonard comes up to transition. Leonard gets the dunk. Knicks turn the ball over, and the Clippers capitalize. They're up 12-4 here with 7:12. Not a good turnover there by Barrett. Exchange there to Randall. Here's Quickly, puts up the floater and he misses. Rebound by Westbrook. Knicks short by 8 with 7 minutes here left in the quarter. Westbrook now, full steam ahead. Euro step past to Zubac, and Zubac lost it out of bounds. Knicks will have it. There's a turnover. Now the Knicks need to capitalize on the turnover here from the Clippers. So Randall back over to Barrett. Barrett's going to take the three. Barrett misses that one. Richard Robinson comes up with the rebound, and we have a foul call, and we have a loose ball foul on Zubac. So Knicks will inbound the ball. Quentin Grimes will be the inbounder. He inbounds it to Quickly now. Quickly on the right side. Quickly guarded by Westbrook. Quickly baseline passes to Grimes. Catch and shoot three. And that rims in and out. Rebound by Paul George. So Morris, now George has the basketball. George the top of the key. George now splits defender, passes it back to Morris. Morris thought about the three. Morris behind the back. Stolen by Quentin Grimes. But loose ball. Morris comes up with it. Zubac puts up the shot and it's good. So Knicks play good defense, but the loose ball goes right into the Clippers. The Clippers have a 10-point lead, 14-4. So Knicks only with 4 points here, halfway through the quarter. Here's Quickly. Emmanuel Quickly now. Quickly. Bounce pass to Randall. Randall guarded by George. Randall now. Randall from the baseline, from the free throw line, and he hits the shot, and that misses. Rebound by Zubac. Here comes Leonard. So Knicks trail by 10. Los Angeles and gets the turnover. Here's back over to Quickly. Quickly puts it up. The glass is good. So give Quentin Grimes an assist on a transition. 14-6. Knicks get an assist there. Their defense leading to some good offense. 5:35 here. So here's Zubac. Back over. Morris. Morris now driving. Morris. Boys. Excuse me, fellas. As Randall picks up the basketball, missed by the Clippers. Randall behind the back. Randall. Quentin Grimes back to Randall. Randall top of the key, guarded by Leonard. Randall behind the back. Randall driving to the basket, puts up the wild shot, misses. Mitchell Robinson had to put back, and he misses. Here's Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. So Knicks miss on 2 opportunities at point blank range. Here's Kawhi Leonard. Puts up the shot, and Leonard hits. So back to 10 again. 16-6 here, under 5 minutes. Quickly now. Quickly back over to Randall. Randall back to Quickly. Quickly now, top of the key, guarded by Westbrook. Here, Mitchell Robinson up high, but here's Quickly now. Snake dribbles. Back over to Randall. Randall now driving. Spins, and he loses the basketball, turns the ball over, and then we get a loose ball foul by Julius Randall. So Knicks are discombobulated. Whenever Julius Randle has the basketball, he has no handle whatsoever, and the teams are taking advantage of that, and they go in and they can swipe the ball away and they pickpocket Randle. Randle again, the experiment of him being a freaking point guard or who can handle the basketball, it should be over. He sucks when it comes to handling the basketball. He turns the ball over. I've seen enough of Julius Randle with the basketball in his hands, trying to make a play go. He just can't handle the basketball. Randle no handle keeps coming out again into fruition. So they're gonna look and see if this is a clear path foul by Julius Randle. Now, of course, we're gonna linger here and waste more time here with these officiating. We'll see what the call is. Not a good start for our Knicks here. 16-6. They're down by 10. Now they're gonna check if this is a clear path foul here on Julius Randle, who has no handle whatsoever, and turn the ball over. We shall see. So Knicks trailing by 10 here on the two-game losing streak on the road here in the second game of the road trip on a back-to-back night. Boy, they need someone to come off the bench. They need someone to give this team a spark. No Jalen Brunson, we look like Isaiah Hartenstein will come in here. We shall see if they get a spark. Let's see if the Knicks need a spark. Believe it or not, they look a little, again, a second game, a third game in a row. They look a little flat. Ever since that double overtime game against the Celtics, boy, the Knicks look a little flat here. Here we go. We'll see what this great officiating team says here. It's a clear path foul now, so it'll be a shot. It'll be a technical foul and possession for the Clippers. Here we go. As Isaiah Hartenstein and Josh Hart will enter the game here at 4:34. We need our normal track group. Let's go. Where is Kelvin T. Jones? Where is Melvin Smith? Where is Bernard Johnson? As the first free throw is missed here by the Clippers, and the words of Chef Dan, ball don't lie. Exactly, Chef Dan. Ball don't lie. And he misses both free throws here. Again, ball don't lie. So the Knicks trail by 10 here, 4:34, but the Clippers will have the basket. Morris will be the inbounder. He'll inbound it to Kawhi Leonard. 4:34 left here. Leonard with the basketball here on the right side. Passes, man. Here's Leonard. Bounce pass to Westbrook. Westbrook lost the ball, turns it over. Here comes quickly. Quickly now. In transition. Back over to Grimes. Grimes driving. Grimes and Quentin Grimes with the free throw. He gets the shot. 8-16. Knicks cut the deficit in half by 8. With 4 minutes here as quick as Westbrook will bring the basketball. They need to keep the turnover to Westbrook, and they need to capitalize. 8-16. Knicks down by 8. Here's Leonard. He passes. Man for 3. And that's off the mark. Rebound by Randle. Randle will bring the ball up. Randle holds here. Randle with the basketball. Brings it up. And back over to Quickly. Quickly for 3. It's good! 3-pointer. Emmanuel Quickly from downtown. Knicks down by 5. 11-16. As Randle gets gets an assist there. 3:30 here. Westbrook for 3. Westbrook, that's a brick. And rebound by Hart. Hart now comes up in transition. Hart, one of the best in coast to coast. Here's Grimes. Grimes puts up the shot. Count it! And 1. Quentin Grimes has a chance for a 3-point play. Knicks down by 3 with a free throw coming up with 3:19 in the quarter. Let's go, Knicks! One thing I love about Quentin Grimes, when he knows the 3 ball isn't going to hit, he will drive to the basket with so much speed and so much authority. He will get rewarded with a chance for a 3-point play, trying to cut it into a 2-point lead a 2 point deficit here after a slow start for the Knicks here. But he has to hit free throws. Unlike that Sacramento game, Knicks got to hit their free throws, and he does. 14, 16, 14. Knicks down by 2 with 3:19 left in the quarter as the Clippers will bring the ball up. Let's go, Knicks. As Plumlee now. Plumlee back over to Leonard. Backs over to Man. Batum hits the three. Batum misses the three. Off the mark. Rebound here. Gets his own rebound. Here's Man. Reset. Here's Leonard. Leonard top of the key. Now double team. Here's Man. Man cutting Batum, and Buffoon hits that with the free, and he gets stuck. Gets the dunk. 18-14. Backdoor cuts. Here's Quickly. Emmanuel Quickly now. Quickly now. Bounce pass to Randall. Randall has Batum on him. Randall, here's the double team. Randall stops. Hart swings. Grimes, baseline, passes it. Quickly for three. It's good! 3-pointer. Emmanuel Quickly. Keith Quentin Grimes. The Knicks are on an 11-2 run here in the last 2 minutes here. So Knicks trail by one. Two and a half here left. 2:15 here. Here's Leonard. Leonard stops, puts up the shot, and he got it. Kawhi Leonard with a baseline jumper. 20-17. Clippers up by 3. As they try to get the entry pass here to Randall, and there's a foul on Batum. And the first foul on Batum, Knicks will inbound. We have a timeout on the floor. So as we get a timeout, Knicks trail by 3 with the possession here. Let's go, Knicks. So 20-17 with 2:06 left in the first quarter. Knicks trying to break a 2-game losing streak. It's early, but the Knicks trying to soar here as we have a timeout on the floor. Indeed, we want to see some three to the dome. Indeed. I am surprised that the chat family is kind of quiet. Where is our chat family? Where is our chat family? Where is big task at hand? We don't see the big task at hand. We need them to start talking to them, big task. Talk to them. We need our mayor in the chat, Mr. Kelvin T. Jones. Salute to you guys. Mr. Tim Smith. We know Mr. Tim Smith is in the chat. We know Mr. Aiden Davila in the chat. So we have a timeout on the floor. Don't forget the Knicks play the Lakers tomorrow night at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll be on live. We'll be doing the program. Hopefully Chef Dan will join us. And I don't know what's his sports schedule. I haven't talked to him, man. It's been 3 days I haven't talked to Chef Dan. That's the longest I haven't spoken to him, so I got to make sure he's okay. Hopefully he'll be on tomorrow night. If not, we'll continue going. So we have a timeout on the floor. Knicks trail by 3, but they have the possession. They have the possession as Brock Lesnar. We see Brock Lesnar. They're calling a timeout. Boy, I miss doing that. I miss doing that Sacramento game. I really would have liked to, but it finished so late for myself personally. Give you a peek behind the curtain. I get up at 4. 3:45, 4 o'clock in the morning. I leave the house at 4:30, so that's a little early for me to stay up until midnight, almost close to 1 o'clock to sleep 3 hours with a really demanding physical job. That's the reason why. Just give you a little peek behind the curtain. I would have loved to be here for that Sacramento game. My boy, the Knicks had chances to only down by 5. The Knicks had a lot of chances to win that game in Sacramento. My goodness, I saw the first half, and I was like, oh, I want to stay up, but I have to go to sleep. And that's going to suck on Tuesday night when we go up against the Portland Trailblazers against Cam Reddish. I love Cam Reddish. Everyone knows I love Cam Reddish. We saw a lot of controversial stuff said in the newspapers by Cam Reddish. He believes that there's a lot of politics on the line why he didn't play. Yeah, he didn't play so well, but he wasn't given a fair share of playing. But we could debate that on a podcast here, and that will come. I want to do a Cam Reddish High podcast. So the Knicks will inbound. Hartenstein. Here's Quickly off the curl. Quickly now. Quickly driving. Puts up the shot. Floater and misses. Rebound by Leonard. So Clippers. Now they're up by 3 now with possession here. Here's Man. Man driving. Man kicks out. Bounce pass here. Here's a three shot, and Gordon misses the three ball. So Hartenstein comes up with it. Here's into Hart. Hart now, the Hart Foundation. Here's Randall. Knicks trail by three. Randall with the possession. Knicks could tie or be down by one. Randall stops. Randall puts up the shot and he scores. Julius Randall makes it a 1 point game. 20-19. He thought he was fouled there, but no call. A minute and 23 here left. 20-19. Clippers with the possession up by one. And here's Leonard. Back to man. Man kicks it back out. Stolen by Quickly. Quickly hits it in there to Grimes. Knicks in transition. Grimes now. Back to Randall. Randall. Eurostep. Puts up the shot. And he misses. Last touch by Hartenstein. The Clippers will get the ball back. And they're up by 20-19 up. Just over a minute as Miles McBride will check into the game. As Quickly will get a break here. 1:05 left here in the first quarter. Knicks trail by one with the Clippers with the possession here. Here's Man. Man. Back over here to Plumlee. Plumlee now. Back over to Gordon. Gordon now. Gordon driving. Gordon puts up the floater and he misses. Fight for the rebound. Here's Randall. Knicks could tie. Knicks could take the lead here. Here's Randall now. Julius. Randall. Eurostep. Puts up the shot and he misses. Back over to Man. Man now goes the other way in transition. Man. Hop step. Puts up the shot. Misses. Fight for the rebound and loose ball. And let's say who's going to be. And it will be Knicks ball there. Last touch by Batum. So Buffoon misses that one. Knicks will have a chance here with 37.3 here. So Knicks basketball here as McBride will bring the basket up. Last final 30 seconds here. Randall now calling one-on-one on Batum. Randall has Man driving. Passes it back out. He deflected right to Grimes. Grimes baseline. And they're going to say offensive foul on the Knicks. On Julius Randall. Terrence Mann down, shaken up. 19.8. Knicks trailed by one as Mann took a shot there. Now the Clippers are playing without Norman Powell, who is out. Randall playing a little discombobulated here. 19.8 here, so the Clippers will hold for the final shot unless the Knicks will turn them over. So Randall will take a seat with his second personal foul. Toppin will come in here. So two quick fouls for Randall. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Here's Gordon. Gordon with the basket. 13 seconds here. Leonard. 10 seconds left. Leonard guarded by Hart. Now. Leonard now. Guarded by now Toppin. Leonard too. And he elbow jumper and Toppin. Good defense by Toppin. At the end of the first quarter, it is a 20-19 here after one quarter. A low-scoring game for both teams. Knicks trail by one. Knicks had plenty of opportunities to score here and take the lead. This is a missed opportunity. A little sloppy game here, but the Knicks trail by one. Heading into the second quarter, Randall in some foul trouble early. We're probably going to see Obi Toppin play some majority of minutes in that second quarter. Let's hope that Toppin turns the switch here and starts, and the Knicks could go on a run here and force. And of course, the Knicks, and I'm not saying that Toppin should be over Randall yet, but my God, the last few games, I am a little bit frustrated with Julius Randle. I know they've been losing too. Even before that, I think they did a little smoke and mirrors when it comes to Julius Randle. I want Toppin to play a little more better, but Toppin has to take the reins here. Here's an opportunity for Obi Toppin to say, you know what? You got to play me more than 10 to 12 minutes a night, coach. And I hope Toppin goes out there and balls out, not just with three-ball shooting. I want him to start driving to the basket, get on the defensive end, causing turnovers, and getting some rebounds. But we shall see there as we go to the second quarter. Knicks trail by 20-19. We ask you guys that are watching us, please hit that like button. We ask you guys, we ask for the like button, please. It recognizes our program. It elevates our programming to the algorithm. Not only the algorithm, let other Knicks fans know what we're going on here. Trust me, I will try not to smack I will try not to hit the microphone or go on a tangent of we've seen in other programs, other guys that copy. They never did watch-alongs. They started doing watch-alongs, and you can see why not few could do watch-along. They start smacking and hitting the microphones. No disrespect, but my God, come on. Keep yourself together. We trail by 20-19 as we have a timeout on the floor. We have Gordon Ramsay calling a timeout. Look at that. Let's go Knicks. And you know what? Since we have in between the quarters here, let me tell you about Opus. I love Opus here. Opus has been so comfortable to do. I'm gonna play the video. Let's go with the Opus video. Program, my channel here, and I believe it's from the Watch Along to Return of the Knicks to Heal the Ring podcast to MMA Weekly with also Steph Dan. All the different programs are streaming it live here on Opus. I am having a blast and fun time here. I advise you guys to join us on www.opus.pro. Use my indeed. So let's go Opus. So here we go. So Knicks missed on their attempt here. 20 seconds gone by. Here's George. George driving. George puts up the shot and he got it. So 22-19, 3-point lead for the Clippers here. Half a minute gone by here as Hart will bring the ball up. Hart now back to Barrett. Now Barrett needs to get cooking here. Barrett needs to take over this game. We're missing RJ Barrett to start taking over the game. Here's Barrett. Barrett spins back over to McBride. McBride now. McBride passes. Isaiah Hartenstein for three. And that's off the mark. Rebound by the Clippers. So here's George. 22-19. Here's George. George now. George spins, puts up the shot, and he got the fadeaway 24-19. So the Clippers up by 5 here. Under the first 2 minutes, first minute actually gone by. McBride now. McBride back to Toppin. Toppin now. Top of the key. Toppin now. Keeps his dribble on George. Hands it over to Hart. Hart now. 7 on the shot clock. Hart in the baseline. Passes it. Barrett. Barrett fakes the 3. Now he sidestep, puts up the shot, and he misses. Fight for the loose ball. Hartenstein comes up with it. Back to Toppin. Toppin puts it up, and he got it. Obi Toppin. Isaiah Hartenstein gets an assist. 21-24. Toppin cutting to the basket. Getting the basket. 24-21. So, man. Plumlee now. Trying to deny the basketball to good job there by Hart. Trying to deny to George. Now George comes and gets it. Top of the key now. 2 minutes gone by here in the quarter. George passes it back to Gordon. Gordon catches, shoots a deep 3, and he hits a deep 3. So 27-21. Give George an assist there. Here's Hart. Back over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein give and go to Hart. Hart now. Back. Hart puts it up. It's good. So give an assist there to Hartenstein. The Hart Foundation gets there, and they capitalize 27-24 here. Here's Gordon. Gordon now. Bounce past to Plumlee. Plumlee kicks it back out. Man, steps, stops. Back over to Plumlee. Back again and turns over. Here's Hartenstein comes up with the basketball. Here's it to Hart. Hart now comes in transition. Pushes it Toppin, and he gets the dunk. Obi Toppin with the dunk, and Hart gets the assist. Beautiful. The Knicks down by 2. So good job by Obi Toppin. Is going to get plenty of minutes here, and he's going to make a case here to get some more time. Here's George back over to Plumlee. Plumlee puts it up. Not a good play there by McBride, and he has a chance for a 3-point play, 29-25. So he'll go to the line for a free throw. McBride overmatched. So the last 2 games on the road, here's a little bit of concern. The Knicks have been giving up a lot of points there. Thank you, Leonardo Manning. Thank you for the super chat. We are really appreciate it. So we appreciate the super chat. We thank you so much. Thank you. We're okay. Playoff time. Indeed. As he misses the free throw, like Chef Dan says, ball don't lie. Here's Hart transition. Count it. Oh, nope. He gets the free throw line in transition. So again, Melvin Smith. Indeed. So it's good to see Darnell Davis in the chat. Big task at hand. I don't know why my chat didn't tell me that you guys were in here. So salute, guys. Mr. Vernon in the building. What is up? So 29-25 with 9 minutes left here before halftime as Hart hits the first free throw. It makes it a 3-point game here. Boy, I missed you guys in that Sacramento game. I know, guys, I had to get up early. I'm sorry that I couldn't get here. I wish I was here to do that Sacramento game. As he got it in there on the rattle. So Knicks down by 2, 29-27, 9 minutes here. Appreciate seeing you guys, man. We love seeing you guys. I appreciate you guys always, man. So here's man. Man now. Man driving in the paint. Stops, kicks back out. And George now. 10 on the shot clock. George now. Guarded by RJ. And George hits a long three. So 7 points for George. 32 by 30-27. Clippers up by 5. Here's Clippers. Here's RJ. Barrett now. Barrett kicks off to Hart. Hart back over to Toppin now. Back over to McBride. McBride, not in the shot clock. McBride now pulling back. Here's Harkenstein. Back to Toppin. Toppin thought about the three. Toppin driving. Toppin hooks it up the glass. It's good. Obi Toppin. Beautiful move off the glass. 6 points for Toppin. 32-29. Let's go, Toppin. 6 points for use the force. Use the force, Obi. Here's George. George kicks. George driving. Puts it up. It's good. So George with the finish. Good answer there. 34-29. Next will push here. McBride now. And we have a timeout on the floor by Coach Thibodeau. Timeout. Let's go. Mr. Melvin Smith wants to see some defense. Defense, 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 indeed. OB, indeed, Mr. Vernon. OB, let's go. Indeed, agent likes the OB topping us. Indeed. But you got to play some defense on the other end. George, George is a hell of an offensive scorer. You got to get the ball out of his hand here. You can't let him get comfortable drawing to the basket and getting at points at will to the paint. So we have a timeout on the floor. Mr. Darnell Davis. Let's listen to Mr. Darnell Davis say. Let's hit that like button. Please, guys, help the channel. We need to hit that like button. It's so simple. Slide your mouse over where you see the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Hit that like button. We really appreciate it. Indeed. And of course, Mr. Agent, miscommunication on that defensive effort. Indeed. Absolutely. Let's hear what Mr. Big Task at Hand says. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the BX Sports Jedi Network. Indeed, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join the Best Knicks chat on the YouTube channel. And that's the bottom line because Big Taz said so. I can't add to that. Big Taz, talk to them, Big Taz. Talk to them, Big Taz. Talk to them, Big Taz. Indeed, thank you so much. You guys are so kind. All right, so we're waiting for the mayor here. Where is Kelvin T. Jones? Where is Mr. Kelvin T. Jones? We know Chef Dan is working right now. We know that he's doing a hard job, working there, make sure that everyone's getting fed, making their food go in their belly, and putting a smile. That's a tough task, man. That's a big. You know what, big task? No pun against that, but that's a big task at hand. Making people happy with putting food in their belly, man. That's a tough one because people complain about anything. And when you get good food like Chef Dan does and put a smile in their face, that's a big task at hand. No joke, man. So we have a timeout on the floor here in Los Angeles. The first of two back-to-back. This is the last back-to-back for the New York Knicks this season for the Knicks. This is their final back-to-back. They'll play the Los Angeles Lakers, who've been soaring lately. They've been a little fire. They've been on fire here, although they're playing for their playoff lives here, and they're showing a little bit of character. But right now, we can't worry about that. We got to worry about the second quarter here against the Clippers and the half here against the Clippers here before we worry about the Lakers. Let's go. So Harkenstein did play. He had a sore foot. He came up on the injury report, but he's in there. Here's McBride now in the curl. McBride driving. McBride puts up the shot and he gets fouled. But McBride will go to the line here. Good job, man. McBride driving to the basket there. Now McBride looks a little more comfortable in the last few games, attacking the basket, scoring some basket. If he's smelling it. He smells what the McBride is cooking. He needs to start getting a little more aggressive. He wants to stay in the rotation as McBride hits because you got a really good Fournier on the bench that could play some minutes, who could hit the three ball, who we known as a scorer, not a good defender, but he's playing well. Good job on McBride being aggressive here. 34-30, and McBride will go 2 of 2 from the line. It cuts it down to 3, 31-34 with 7:49 here before halftime. Knicks down by 3. Here's Gordon. Gordon now. No Jalen Brunson tonight. Has a sore foot. And here's a Buffoon for 3. Buffoon misses. Rebound by Hart. Pushes this one. And here's Toppin. And Hart gets an assist. And Obi Toppin uses the force with the dunk. Knicks cut it by 1. 34-33. Knicks need to continue to score on transition. Easy buckets. Here's George. George passes it to Buffoon. Back over to Gordon. Gordon now driving. Gordon, Eurostep. Gordon gets the foul. Count it. And 1. Not a good foul there. Eric Gordon will go to the chance for a 3-point play. 36-33 with a free throw coming up. Clippers can extend it back to 4. And one thing the Knicks got to take advantage. We know you got a great a great rebounding guard in Hart, and of course, as Chef Dan says, ball don't lie. Gordon misses the free throw. Toppin comes up the rebound. Toppin gets over to Hart. Hart now bounce past to Hartenstein. Back to Hart now. The Hart Foundation. Here's Hart. Hart bounce past the and Hartenstein, but Hart gets the rebound and scores. Good job there. Knicks down by 1. So good job there. Ball movement, cutting to the basket, not giving up. Here's George. George elbow jumper. And he misses, come up short. Hartenstein comes up with to Hart. Now Hart wants to push. Hart now. Hart back over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein bounce past the Hart. Hart in the paint. Now here's the Quentin Grimes. Now Grimes in the baseline. Grimes brace runner. And he misses that one. So Plumlee had a lot to do with that one. Misdirection here. Here's George. George now. Knicks trail by 1. And they'll turn the ball over. Last touch by the Clippers. Knicks will have it here with 6:30 here, almost halfway through the quarter. Knicks trail by 1 here. Let's go. Let's hit those like buttons, fellas. Let's hit the like button. Let's go. Mr. Johnny Davis, our number 1 draft pick in the chat. Salute, Mr. Johnny Davis, man. Miss seeing you absolutely on that game as Quickly gets in here to Hart. Back over to Toppin, back over to Quickly. Now Quickly top of the key. Quickly now. Back over to Grimes. Grimes now. Back to Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein holds the basketball to Quickly now. Quickly back over to Hart. Him giving go, and you got it. Beautiful. Should have been a 3-point play. Knicks take the lead here, 37-36 with 6:05 here. So Quickly gets an assist there on that give and go. I love that when the Knicks share the basketball. That is the first Knicks lead of the game here. Here's a Westbrook. Puts up the foul, count it, and 1. So Westbrook. So they get back up by 1. And he has a chance for a 3-point play. So Westbrook will go to the line here, try to give them a 2-point lead here. The Clippers have a 1-point lead. Westbrook hits the free throw. So it's a 39-37, 6 halfway through the quarter. Here's Quickly in transition. Quickly comes up. Quickly puts up, and he got fouled. So Emmanuel Quickly. So Clippers with the foul. Plumlee will get the call. That's Plumlee's first. Yes, you like that Quickly's telling Grimes you should have rotated. That's leadership. So Quickly will go to the free throw line. Knicks have a chance here to cut it by 1 or tie it. Hopefully Quickly has a better bounce back game. So he hasn't been a little funkier. Quickly hits the free throw here, 38-39 here. So Knicks have a chance to tie here with this free throw here with under 6 minutes. Emmanuel Quickly, who's a great free throw shooter for the Knicks here. 39-38. Now Quickly. We're even at 39 apiece here, under 6 minutes, 5:33 here. As Westbrook will bring the basketball up. Clippers with the possession here. Clippers going from left to right. Excuse me, right to left. Excuse me. Here's Clippers. Clippers back over to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Leonard thought about three. Now he sidesteps and he misses the three ball. Rebound by Toppin. Toppin's going to get a lot of minutes with Randall in foul trouble. Here's Grimes. Grimes back to Toppin. Toppin now. Back over to Grimes. Grimes now with the basketball. Has George Morris on him. Here's Toppin. Back over to Quickly. Quickly now lose. Quickly driving in the paint. Quickly now guarded by Leonard here. 8 on the shot clock. They're going to reset now. Westbrook here. 5 to shoot. Quickly kicks off to Hart. Hart now driving. Back over to Toppin for 3. Off the mark. In and out there. Halfway through there. Tied at 39. Here comes Westbrook. Westbrook puts it up and he misses the basketball top. And here comes the Knicks here. Back over to Toppin. Quickly to Toppin. Toppin catches. And he came down and throws it away. He had nowhere to go with that basketball there. He thought someone was going to be trailing here. Now watch. Here's Thibodeau running it quickly to Randall. Toppin makes a little mistake where he had nowhere to go. He has to get Randall in the game. Come on, man. Toppin is playing it good there. You're going to bring this guy who's been terrible in the last 2 games here. Here's Westbrook. Here's Morris. Morris now. Morris. Bounce pass here to Lawine Leonard. Leonard now. Leonard shoots over Hart, and he misses the shot. Rebound Toppin. Here's Hart. Hart now bringing the basketball. Hart. Knicks could take the lead here. Hart. Under 5 minutes here. Quickly now. Calling a play here. Mitchell Robinson now quickly from the free throw line, and he got fouled by Westbrook. So free throws for Quickly now. So we'll get some free throws. Now, we get some free throws for Quickly. Guaranteed. Randall's coming in for Toppin. Toppin did not play bad. And if you see that report or that New York Daily News or that column coming up where Cam Reddish unleashes on Thibodeau and the Knicks organization, and he's saying there's players who are frustrated as Quickly misses the first free throw. They're talking about Toppin. Cam Reddish is throwing Toppin under the bus there, saying that he's frustrated. He's not a chance to play well, and it shows as Toppin takes a seat from Randall. Randall better go in there and give the Knicks the lead. I'm just saying. Quickly gives the 1-point lead to the Knicks here, 40-39. Boy, the Knicks, they missed a lot of free throws. They lost by 5 to the Clippers. Just imagine if they would have hit their free throws. Here's Westbrook. Bounce pass here to Zubac. Zubac misses that one. Toppin. Actually, Mitchell Robinson comes up with a rebound. Pushes to Randall. And he misses that layup on transition. Boy, that was disgusting. Randall should have had that. I'll tell you one thing. Toppin would have dunked that. 39-40. Knicks will have it. Toppin had that wide open, and Paul George came out of nowhere. Here's Hart. Hart now. Hart puts up the shot, and Mitchell Robinson had it, and they turned the ball over. Knicks up by 1, 4:06 here. Leno Manning, Mr. Manning writes, this team is good, but we need to play more together like a team. No one-on-one. Yes, they got to stop that one-on-one. Here's a bounce pass here to Leonard. Leonard puts up, and he gets misses misses. Rebound by Hart. Hart will bring the basketball up. Hart now. Back over quickly. Quickly puts off the glass. He misses. Fight for the rebound. Randall comes up with it, and he stepped out of bounds. Man. IQ doesn't set plays up the best. Oh, man, I get it. Best for their position. Now, the Knicks with a 1-point lead here. They need to add here. As Leonard now. They need to defend here. Bounce pass here to Westbrook. Westbrook grows. Westbrook blocked by Mitchell Robinson. They're going to say a goaltend. So it's a goaltend. They'll count the basket. That was a little close, but it was coming down his way down. 41-40. Clippers with a 1-point lead with 3:20 here. Here's Emmanuel quickly. Back to Randall. Randall holding against Leonard. Back pounding. Puts away. and he misses. Rebound by Westbrook. Clippers could take the lead here. Westbrook in transition. Westbrook puts it up. He misses. So Mitchell Robinson with the rebound. Hands it over to Randall. Randall back over to Hart. Hart now driving. Hart transition, puts up the shot, and then misses. Fights for the rebound. Mitchell Robinson. Robinson misses, and he was denied, and it will be Clippers ball. So Knicks had a chance there, couldn't take advantage. We have a timeout on the floor. So we have a timeout here. Knicks down by one. Knicks, my goodness, there's been opportunities there that they had chances there, couldn't clean it up. They're down by one here. We have a timeout on the floor here with 2:49 before halftime. This is going to be a back and forth game between these two teams. Lights flashing to his lovers. Salute. So we have a timeout on the floor. We have a new person, which is Ricardo Ramazado. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name there. Ricardo, salute. So we have a timeout on the floor here with the Clippers with a 1 point lead before halftime. Now we've seen Randall in some foul trouble. Toppin play well. The right move to bring Randall in here to close out this quarter. Hopefully he doesn't get that third foul. You need Randall. Let's face it. As much as I want to see Toppin play a lot of minutes, you still need Randall out there. But Randall has to play in his means. Yeah, here's the thing: when Randall's showing us that he is nowhere near a number one option on any championship team. Not even a number two option. Randall's a number three option on a good NBA basketball championship team, and it shows. It's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with his game. I appreciate that he is an All Star representative, but if this team goes as far as Jalen Brunson's help and Jalen Brunson's play, and then you have another player who becomes a two-sharing number two player because Brunson is shining and taking the heavy load, and Randall's the number three who would just give you that 21 points, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists type of game with Julius Randle. But Randle is not a number one option for a championship team. It shows, and I don't want to pound or pick on Randle, but it shows that when Randle becomes the number one option, this team is what it is. Always trailing by 8, always trailing and making turnovers, and I hate to sound like that because I really appreciate, and this team needs a Julius Randle to go forward if they want to take that next step. But it's showing us here. We saw that there. I don't think he doesn't want to play. He just shows that he's not. When the microscope gets magnifying on Randall, he gets to shrink like a cold pool water. Here's George. Rises on Grimes and he hits it on. So Clippers up by 3 now with 2:30 here. As quickly we're bringing the basketball. Manuel quickly with the basketball. Quickly now driving. Quickly stops. Passes the Grimes. Kicks it out to Hart. Hart fakes. Drives in the baseline. Now passes it back to Randall. Randall thought about the three. Now he's jab stepping. Now Randall against Morris. Randall turns. Randall spins. Puts up the shot fade away. And here's Mitchell Robinson. And Mitchell Robinson, in the nick of time, gets that. So Mitchell Robinson in the right place at the time here. So 2 minutes here. Knicks trail by 1, 43-42. 25 rebounds for the Knicks, 18 for the Clippers. We got a foul call. So 43-42. Clippers will inbound the ball here. As Leonard, top of the key, guarded by Hart. Now George wants it one-on-one on Grimes. Now he makes his move, driving, loses the basketball. Now George bounce past to Leonard. Leonard fade away and he got it. Kawhi Leonard 10 foot away. 45 to 42, down by 3, a minute and 40 here. The Knicks will bring the ball up. Hart. Now he'll inbound. He passes here to Clip to Quickly. Now Quickly gets the basketball back. A minute and a half left here before halftime. Quickly bounce pass to Randall. Randall now has Morris Sr. on him. Randall. Here comes the light double team. Westbrook creeps. Here's Grimes. Back to Randall. 4 on the shot clock. Randall in the paint. Randall got fouled on the reach in. So Randall will go to the free throw line for the first time here. Sensu Beans. Salute Sensu Beans in the building. Sensu Beans. That's what the Knicks need. Some Sensu Beans right now to get to level up. So Randall will go to the line here. Randall hits the first free throw, cuts the lead down 43-45, down by 2 with a minute and 17. Another free throw coming up for Julius Randall. As we have Sensu Beans in the chat. Salute Sensu Beans. So Randall, he misses it. He goes 1 or 2 for the line. One thing that's been bugging the Knicks a lot lately is the missed free throws. Boy, the Knicks hit their free throws. We're talking about a different game in Sacramento, even the Hornets game, as George will get the basketball. George driving. George blocked by Mitchell Robinson, but George gets it back and George scores. So good job on George not giving up on that play there, even though getting stuffed. But he followed this basketball. He scores 47-43. As quickly gets a double team. Here's Gordon back to Randall, back over here to Hart. Hart 11 on the shot clock. Hart now. Hart driving in the paint, free throw circle, back over to Randall. Randall shoots for 3, and Randall hits it from downtown. Josh Hart gets a assist. Knicks down by 1, 46-47. Knicks. So Randall, that's his second free goal, 46-47. Here's Leonard. Now here's a double team. Here's Morris Senior. Back over. George for 3. George misses the rebound. Fight for the rebound quickly. Knicks could take a chance to take the lead here. So there'll be 1 second between shot clock and game clock. Knicks will try to score here, hold it here, and try to take the lead here at halftime. 47-46. 1 second between shot clock and game clock. 10 on the shot clock. Quickly, top of the key. Quickly now. Back over to Randall. Randall for 3. He gets fouled. And he'll go for the free throw line for 3 with 2.6 here. The Knicks have a chance for 3 free throws, not only tie and take the lead here. Randall, who's not been clutch there with the quarters going down, only that Miami game, and now he has a chance for some clutch free throws. Let's see if he can hit them. Van Siegfried, salute. Van is in the building. Mr. Tim Smith says, Josh ain't coming out tonight. Mr. D. Ross, as we tie the game at the free throw, 47-47 with 2.6 here. Mr. D. Ross in the building. D. Ross in the building. Indeed. Good to see you, D. Ross. Randall rattles it in. So the Knicks 48-47. They have a 1-point lead. Another free throw coming up with 2.6 here. The Knicks could actually take a 2-point lead here. Redemption, we should hope. So 2.6 here. Randall will go to the line, and he hits all 3 free throws. 49-47, Knicks up by 2 with 2.6. Here's George. George now puts a long 3 at the buzzer and off the mark. So at the halftime here, the Knicks up 49-47. Boy, that was a close one there. My goodness. The Knicks actually with a 2-point lead on the road. They didn't play so hot, but they take the 2-point lead. I'll take it. We got a 2-point lead for the Knickerbockers here. My goodness. Let's go. Let's hit that like button. Guys, I will be taking the halftime break. Just had a lot of water, so I'll be back for do some stats once the halftime break. So enjoy the halftime break, and we'll be back here real quick. All right, I am back here. Hope you guys enjoy your halftime. Let's get some stats. You know how I love to do some stats here. Now, for the Knicks, they're shooting 15 of 36 on the road. That's 41.7% from the field, while holding the Clippers 17 of 34. That is 50%. So the Clippers are 50% from the field at home on their home court. The Knicks are 2 of 10 from 3-point land. That's 20%. They're not shooting well the three ball. Although the Knicks have not been a good three ball shooting team, holding the Clippers 4 of 12. That is 33.3% for the Clippers. The Knicks 7 of 8 from the free throw line. The Clippers are 1 of 5. So the Clippers have been atrocious from the free throw line. They're 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Now, I thought the Knicks, we know how I say they shoot a three ball. They shoot the free throws. They miss a lot of free throws, but the Clippers, wow, missed 4 free throws on the line. The Knicks 19 rebounds to the Clippers 16. So they're out rebounding the Clippers. These are the two top rebounding teams in the NBA, both Clippers and the Knicks. But the Knicks have the edge by 3, 19 to 16, and also the edge on the offensive rebounds. They're leading the offensive rebounds 4 to 2. 13 assists for the Knicks, although no Jalen Brunson, but they're still leading the stat category in the assist. 13 and 9. Knicks have one block, but the Clippers have two blocks of their own. Clippers with 3 steals, Knicks with 5 steals. So the Knicks getting in the passing lane, getting there, being active. They have 5 steals. Knicks with only 5 turnovers, Clippers 8. Now with a Russell Westbrook team, you got to try to get those turnovers up, and you have to, and not only just get those turnovers, you got to capitalize on those turnovers. So 8 to 5. Knicks with 26 points in the paint, while the Clippers have 22 points in the paint. Let's go with the individual stats here. As I refresh it here, so the Clippers high man is Paul George. 9 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. So he's having a chameleon performance. 8 points for Kawhi Leonard with at 8 points, no assist, 1 rebound, 14 minutes of action. And Morris Sr. has 6 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 11 minutes of action. Russell Westbrook with only 3 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 11 minutes of action. Plumlee with 2 points in 9 minutes of action. 4 points for Zubac with 2 rebounds and 10 minutes of action. Followed by Eric Gordon with 5 points, 9 minutes of action, no rebounds, no assists. Nicholas Batum with 2 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. And that's all the scoring for the Clippers. Let's go with our Knicks here. As we get our Knicks high leading scorer will be Emmanuel Quickly. Good bounce back for him with 10 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound, and 14 minutes of action. Followed by Quentin Grimes with 7 points, 3 assists, 15 minutes of action. You got 2 points for RJ Barrett in 12 minutes of action. Randall with 2 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Boy, I believe he's 2 of 14 from the field. Randall has not been shooting well lately. He's been, putting up some clunkers, but it is what it is. Josh Hart with 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 12 minutes of action. Isaiah Hartenstein, who is questionable, he's played 11 minutes, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Miles McBride off the bench with 6 points, 2.6 minutes of action. Obi Toppin, look at his numbers: 8 points, 8 minutes, with 4 rebounds. So he's filling out these columns. This Randall was in some foul troubles. Toppin stepped in with no problem and played well. Mitchell Robinson had 9 minutes, 5 rebounds, no assists, no points. Mitchell Robinson has been giving the Knicks double doubles. Look for him to get comfortable and starting putting some putbacks in the second half for the Knicks here. So that is the scoring for the Knicks this afternoon. They have a 1 point lead here in on the road, a 2 point lead, 49-47 on the Los Angeles Clippers. The Knicks will be playing tomorrow night in the same arena at 9 p.m. So the Knicks, hopefully they could get this game here and get to the rest for tomorrow. This is their final back-to-back of 2022-2023 season for the Knicks here, and hopefully I believe the Knicks are 6-9 on covering the spread on the back-to-back. So they've been really doing well on those back-to-backs. This is the final one. Let's go Knicks. So we have the halftime here. We all know that Brooklyn Nets are half game behind the Knicks. The Knicks need to win to just stay in that fifth seed. We saw, There's a lot of jockeying in position here in the final 18, 15 games left in the season. There's a lot. But for the Knicks here, after they get rid of this back to back tonight, and then they play Portland, they're going to have a lot of rest in between the final. I believe the finals 15 or 12 games, they'll have a lot of time off in between. So they'll get a lot of rest. They'll get healthy. They'll get their bodies acclimated. And I think the Knicks will go on another run to close out the season. To be honest with you, I know they have a tough schedule. They still got Miami. We know the schedule. We know the rigmarole. The Dallas. We got Denver. Denver coming up. All that nonsense coming up. All that noise. But when everyone sees at the schedule and go, oh, I think the Knicks are going to be in trouble. I think the Knicks are going to be in trouble. The Knicks seem to surprise and put people and do this a big calm down, relax. So I think the Knicks will be okay. But all it has to do with Jalen Brunson's health. Michael Caputo in the building. Mr. Eleanor in the building. Salute. Absolutely. So salute to everyone joining us here. Let's go, Knicks, indeed, always. Let's go. Let's get the big support. Let's get the big likes in. Michael Caputo in the building. Let's do this. Let's go. So we have a few minutes before halftime. We'll bring the ticker in a minute. So Knicks up with a 2-point lead, 49-47 here at the half. As I'm looking around the league, any of the games that compels tonight is the Miami Heat are here in my city, in the beautiful city, the city beautiful in Orlando. They're taking on the Orlando Magic at 7 o'clock. Right now, we're hoping the Orlando Magics become a spoiler and beat the Heat tonight in Orlando. That'll be phenomenal. As Jose Melo in the building, as Gideon in the building. Salute Notorious G in the building. Salute to Mr. Gideon in the building who's joining us. So we're just a few minutes away before we get the second half going on. It's still, as you can see, the ticker. No, no. But again, we urge you to please, if you have not hit the button, please hit the button. So we got a few minutes. We got like 5 to 6 minutes before the tip off of the second half for this game between the Knicks and the Lakers in Crypto Arena kicks off. Now, let me ask you guys your thoughts. What are your thoughts on Cam Reddish's post interview here with the talking about the Knicks brass? He knew if he missed a couple of shots, it's not about missing shots, it's about the politics behind it. Is there any legs to what Cam Reddish is saying? It looks like he didn't have enough kind words about Tom Thibodeau going out. It could, I believe it's a little bit of both, a little bit of sour grapes and a little bit of truth to it. We see it with Top, and he says there's players on his team that feels like they miss a couple shots, they feel like they're going to get benched. And boy, does that sound like Obi Toppin. Not to throw anyone under the bus, but my goodness. Michael, I have a whole video on Rendon in a minute. With the right now we're doing a little basketball. I don't want to take away from the basketball from the baseball. Not to get off topic on that. Um, but Rendon is injury prone, and you guys wanted him. You guys were climbing. You guys were foaming on their mouth. The videos, the contest video, get Rendon, and now you got Rendon. Now he's injured. That's all I gotta say. I'm with it. Another one here, of course. It's another Sean Mania situation when it comes to Rendon. Big Taz, off topic. I cannot wait for April 22nd, Big Taz, to see the Ryan Garcia versus we're gonna do a watch along, by the way. Big Taz. We're gonna, if there's not a Nick game, we'll be doing a boxing watch along. We've done it before. We've done it before for the I hope you're there, Big Taz, to watch along with us. And heck, if you want to join us on the commentary, on the play by play, let me know. I'll send you that link. But we had a great link with the UFC with John Jones last week. But I'm that Ryan Davante Davis and Ryan Garcia match, it's on. We're doing the watch along. We are going to be invested in that. That's gonna be a fight. One thing I love about boxing, around April, May, you always get some good fights. May 6th, I believe May 6th is a Saturday. There's going to be some good boxing there. Cinco de Mayo, always boxing has a great card there. I wish they would have pushed this to May 6th, but it is what it is. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be a good fight. I cannot wait for that one. Big task. I cannot wait for that one. Boxing around this time of year, they always have put some good. They put some good cards out. They put some good and compelling fights. Let's hope that they capitalize. I know we have Usyk versus uh, um, Tyson Fury possible, for the heavyweight title. We'll see some good cards. Boxing always does this around the April, May, June area. That they'll give you some good fights there, and then they'll kind of quiet it down a little bit in the summer, and then they'll get back in September, late August with some good fights there. We're just hoping that they give us some good fights here because right now boxing needs it. With the way MMA continues to grow and continues to soar and skyrockets, they lose. They adapt. I believe they've lost a lot of fans to MMA, but that's another podcast for another day. Mister Big Task at hand, but I definitely hope that you're here with us for that. I'm definitely doing the watch along. I know which ands and buts about it. I will be doing that. I love boxing, so I can't wait to call that there. So we're ready to start the second. As we see, 15 seconds have gone by here on the ticker, but we haven't started yet here on my feed. And Leonardo Manning, $3 for Manning, pure character punching in the air, fist pumping, written on his knuckles. Indeed. Indeed. Thank you for your contribution and your super chat. Appreciate it. As we start here, quickly now, quickly kicks it back out to Randall. Randall thought about the three. He shoots the three ball, and Randall misses. Rebound by Quickly. Quickly gets the rebound, and he'll reset here. Knicks will have a new shot clock. Quickly now, quickly stops, kicks it out to Randall. Randall thought about the three. Now Randall takes another three, same spot, and he misses. Randall misses those 2 3 balls. So Westbrook will come up the rebound. So here's Leonard. Leonard guarded by Quentin Grimes. Baseline, he got fouled, puts up the shot, counted, and won. So not a good start there on Quentin Grimes. A chance for a 3-point play by Kawhi Leonard. And right now, Clippers could take the lead. And Bader's down. I know. Melvin Smith. I've been trying to get my NBA Game Pass working. I'm back with on myself. So he completes the 3-point play here. So here's the Knicks with the basketball. Here's Randall. Randall now R.J. Barrett. Barrett now. Barrett kicks it out to Grimes. Kicks it to Quickly now. Quickly now wants to go quickly here. No pun intended. Here's Barrett top of the key. Barrett jab steps for 3 ball. And Barrett from downtown. So he needed that 3 ball. 52, 50, Knicks up by 2 here. As Darnell Davis. So here's an inbound here for Morris. Morris guarded up by Barrett. He sets at the jumper and he misses. Fight for the loose ball. Back tap here. Morris comes up with the rebound. So they get a second opportunity here. Knicks got to secure that basketball. Knicks second chance for the Clippers. Here's George. Passes. Westbrook wide open for 3. Westbrook bricks it. Rebound by Garrett. He pushes it to Randall in transition. Randall backs out. And here's Mitchell Robinson back over. Here's Quickly for 3. Quickly for 3. And he got it. 3-pointer Manuel Quickly from downtown. Knicks extend the lead by 5. So Leonard back to George. George back over to Zubac. Here comes Westbrook. He tried to dunk and no call. And Zubac got the loose ball. Knicks stopped there. Thought there was going to be a foul call. So Knicks got to keep moving, continue playing for that basketball. Zubac was there. So here's Grimes. Grimes driving. Grimes back over to Randall. Randall now driving. Randall kicks it back out Quickly for 3. And that's off the mark. Rebound, Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson puts it back. Mitchell Robinson gets his own rebound, passes back, and he could not come up with that one. Here's Westbrook. Pushes it down here. Here's George now. George, here's a double team. Kicks it back across here to Leonard. Leonard trying to keep his play in bounds. Leonard fakes the 3. Leonard's going to shoot over Mitchell Robinson, and he got it. So that's a 3-ball by Leonard. Impressive over Mitchell Robinson. So we're all leaving at 55 here. So here's Barrett now. Barrett bouncing in and out, kicks it out to Randall. Randall heads over to Grimes. Grimes back to Randall, one on one with George now. Randall one on one isolation. Randall kicks it out to Barrett. Barrett top of the key three, and Barrett misses off the mark. Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook will bring it up in transition. Westbrook driving, passes it back, kicks it out. George for three, and that's off the mark. Rebound by Julius Randle. So we're all leaving here with 8:44. Here's Julius. Julius now. Julius stops again, passes it around RJ. RJ puts up the floater and he gets the bounce and it's good. RJ Barrett. So the Knicks up by two, 57-55 here. So George now. He gets a screen, he gets fouled, and they're gonna say before the shot. So Barrett gets called going over the screen. This first foul. So big game tonight, guys. Big game tonight. Hawks and Celtics. So Zubac back over. Morris back to Westbrook. Westbrook bounce pass here to George. George guarded by Grimes. George now. George elbow jumper, and George misses. Rebound by Mitchell Robinson, gives it to Randall. So 12 rebounds for Mitchell Robinson. Here's Randall. Randall now. Randall isolation here. Now backing in, back over to Quickly. 12 on the shot clock. Quickly catch and shoot three, and Quickly misses it too hard here. Leonard comes up with the rebound. So Knicks up with the 2 point lead, 7:45 here. Here's Leonard for three, and he got it. So Clippers up by one. Timeout on the floor. Knicks down by one. Tom Thibodeau calls the timeout with the Knicks trail by one. As Jose Melo says, the Clippers sound like an episode of Star Trek. Leonard, George, Westbrook, and Mr. Zulu. Oh my. Hit that like button. Indeed, Darnell Davis. Let's hit those like buttons, fellas. Let's go. We could do a big difference here by that like button. Just slide over, hit that like button. So we have a timeout on the floor. Knicks trail by one, but the Knicks will have a possession here as Coach Thibodeau calls a timeout. Let's go. So we are enjoying this game here on a Saturday afternoon, a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Central Florida. It is like about 89, 87 degrees. Beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon there. I hope your Saturdays are beautiful up north. If you're joining us from the northeastern part of the Cauldron or wherever you're watching us, thank you for choosing the BX Sport Jedi Network as your watch along platform here. We appreciate it. My God, I want to thank you guys, though. We are 7,500 subscribers strong. Thank you, guys. My goodness. It was all a dream. My goodness. Now we're 75 strong as we say good afternoon to Mr. Joe Curry. Mr. Joe Curry in the building. What's up, Joe Curry? It's good to see you, my man. Joe Curry in the building. As always, yes, indeed. So we have a timeout on the floor. We got the chat going. Caputo in full season mode when it comes to the Yankees. We got Jose Melo, Joe Curry, of course, our number one big task at hand. I know. Do we see our number one draft pick, Joe, Mr. Johnny Davis in the building, Mr. Melvin Smith. We Mr. Giddy in the building, Dan Siegfried in the building as well. Tim Smith always sends some beams, of course, and Leno Manning, Mr. Manning with the super chats and always blessing the program. Thank you so much with that contribution. We appreciate it again, Mr. Manning. We appreciate it indeed. And we got our agent Super Argo always checking out and always spying around and letting us know what's going on in the Nick land. So Mitchell Roberts with 2 points and 12 rebounds. Hopefully he gets some rebounds and some off putbacks. And he's been on double machine here lately for the Knicks. So here's Grimes back over to Quickly. Quickly now. Quickly kicks it out to Randall. Randall for three on the left side, and it's good. Julius Randall had an wide open three. So give quickly an assist there. Knicks take the lead again. Jesus, salute. Indeed, we can't wait for that matchup tomorrow. Indeed, Jesus. Here's George back over to Leonard. Leonard now fakes the three. Leonard guarded by Crimes. Leonard puts up the shot and he gets it. Kawhi Leonard thought he was fouled there. So Kawhi Leonard getting a little hot there. So here's Barrett. Barrett puts up the floater. RJ Barrett answers. So Knicks back up by two as Westbrook will bring the basketball up. 6:45 here. Randall went for the steal, but Leonard comes up with it. Leonard in front of him. Leonard stops. Leonard presses it back off of Westbrook. Kicks it out to George. George now. Here's Leonard for three. Leonard misses. Quentin Grimes comes up with the rebound. So here comes Randall. Randall thought about the three. Here's Grimes. Back over to Barrett now. Barrett guarded by Morris. Barrett now driving. Morris driving underneath the basket. Barrett bounce pass here to Randall. Randall catch and shoot three, and that's off the mark. Rebound by George. George. So Knicks up by two. Here's George. George now. George on the right side has Randall on him. George in between his legs. Elbow jumper, and he got it. So we're all leaving at 62. So here comes the Knicks. Here's Quickly. Here's Mitchell Robinson, the Quickly now on the curl. Quickly in the free throw line. Quickly puts up the floater, leans in, and got it. So Knicks back up by two, 64 to 62, 16 points for Quentin Quickly. 5:30 here. 5:34. Here's Westbrook, 16, 5 of 10 for Emmanuel Quickly. Inside to George. George with the dunk. Too easy there. As Quentin Grimes fell asleep there in the back door. 64 leaving. So give an assist to Westbrook. Here's Quickly now. Quickly back over to Randall. Back over to Grimes. Grimes catch and shoot three. And then Grimes misses the one. 3 of 8 for Grimes. Here's Leonard in the transition. Leonard puts up the shot and he got fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line. Kawhi Leonard has a chance to give the Clippers the lead. I agree with you, Big Task. After watching the Kings, the Clippers look slow indeed. And of course, Mr. Vernon says this tempo benefits both starting teams. Knicks bench is better. RJ for Terrence Mann. As he hits the first free throw, the Clippers have a 1 point lead, 65-64. Has another free throw coming up for Kawhi Leonard, the Claw. And he goes 2 of 2 from the line, 66-64. Knicks trail by 2 with 5:09 here. As Quickly will bring the basketball up. Quickly now. Quickly with RJ. Kicks it out to Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson got fouled. So he'll go to the free throw line with 5:02 here. Has a chance to tie with the 2 free throws, but quit. But Mitchell Robinson, not a good free throw shooter. So Mitchell Robinson go to the line with 2. Mitchell Robinson hits the first free throw. Knicks trail by 1, 65-66 here. 5:02 left here in the third quarter. So Mitchell Robinson has another free throw. Try to tie here. Not a good Mitchell Robinson in the mid 40s in 3-point in free throw shooting, but he has another free throw coming up. Actually, he rattles it in, so he goes 2 of 2 from the line. We're all even at 66 here. As Clippers will bring the ball, 5 minutes left in the third quarter. As Westbrook, George now. George driving in. George puts up the shot, trying to go strong for the bunk and misses. So rebound by Barrett. Barrett now. Knicks want to push. Here's Quickly now. Quickly drawn. Back over to Barrett. Barrett now driving. Barrett kicks it out to Grimes. Grimes driving. Euro steps back over to Quickly for 3. And that's off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson puts it back up. Mitchell Robinson again gets his own. So Mitchell Robinson. So Knicks back up by 2. Nice play by Mitchell Robinson there. I Sheldon Darrell Johnson in the building. Here comes Leonard. Leonard back over to Westbrook. Westbrook kicks it up to Plumlee. Plumlee reverse up to another misses. Fight for the rebound. Plumlee comes saves it. I thought Plumlee stepped out of bounds, but here's Westbrook. So Westbrook now. Westbrook driving. Westbrook stop. Pushes away there with the elbow and got the shot off the glass there. Referees missed that one. So here's Emmanuel quickly bringing the basketball up. Quickly now. Here's Randall. Actually, Barrett. Barrett driving. Barrett puts up the glass. It's good. R.J. Barrett going strong. And we have a timeout on the floor here. So Ty Lue calls a timeout here. It's been a pretty good physical game. Knicks up here. Let's go. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go. The Mitchell Robinson is dominating the paint. My goodness, with the second chance opportunities, with the strong finish. We have a timeout on the floor here. And since we have a timeout on the floor, we're hoping that you guys hitting that like button. I know Caputo's having a lot of interaction. Caputo, I hope you hit that like button. I hope you, with all that interaction, you slide over and hit that like button. We hope so. So we have a timeout on the floor for the Knickerbockers. So we have a timeout on the floor here. Don't forget the big game for us, ourselves, to this evening in Orlando, in my backyard. The Magic host the Miami Heat. Big game there. We want to hope the Magic become spoilers and win that game. Absolutely. Another game is the Celtics are in Atlanta taking on the Hawks. That's another big game there. That for the Knicks implication. So we have a timeout on the floor here. We're looking around if any other games that mean anything for us. Other than that, that's not the only other games that really scoreboard watching. We have Gideon in the building saluting Super Agent Arnold indeed. So we have a timeout on the floor here. So Knicks up with a 2-point lead, 70-68. It's a back and forth game. This game is going back and forth. It's actually going pretty quick, fellas. My goodness, halftime came pretty quick. Pretty clean. The officials are not calling too many egregious, foolish fouls. They're letting them play. This is a pretty back and forth game, going pretty fast here. Melvin Smith, I second that there with you. A little bit frustrated with Thibodeau and Randall. I agree because right now Toppin should be in this game a little bit. So here's Hart. Kicks it out to Leonard for three. Leonard hits it from downtown on three. So it's his third three. 26 points for Kawhi and Leonard. So he's been a little bit on fire here. So Clippers up by one. Quickly now we're bringing the basketball. Randall. Randall now to Barrett now. Barrett spins. Barrett now fakes. Barrett kicks it back to Randall. 8 on the shot clock. Randall for three. He misses. Rebound Hart. Hart now back over to Barrett. Barrett driving. Barrett puts up the floater. He misses. Fight for the rebound. Clippers come up with it. So Knicks cannot convey here. Here's George to Leonard, and there's a dunk transition. Going the other way. So 73-70. Knicks trail by three. 3:20, 3:30 here. As quickly now. Gets the screen here by Harkenstein, and we get a foul call. A little overzealous by the Clippers. Man gets called for the foul. So of course they're showing the replay of George getting the alley oop from George giving the alley oop to Leonard, and they gives him a 3 point lead here. 18 points for Leonard, 6 of 7, 3 of 4 from the 3 point line. As they give the ball to quickly now, it spins quickly drawing, quickly puts up off the glass, misses, rebound by Isaiah Harkenstein, fight for the loose ball, quickly comes up with it somehow. Here's Randall now. Randall's gonna shoot it, has to put it up, and Randall hits an air ball. It's a 24-second shot clock violation with 2:18 left in the third quarter. This is tired legs here. And this coach continues to be freaking stubborn and keeping that guy out there, number 30, where he has a good backup power forward who could come in and change the dynamic of the team with at least running, and he stays to be stubborn with Julius Randle. Here's Leonard, rises for three, and that's in front of the rim. Rebound quickly in transition. That should have been a take foul. Here's quickly now, quickly stops. Back over to Hart. Hart now hits over to Barrett. Barrett now hits over to Randall. Randall again. Randall back over, and he turns the ball over. No, deflected. 10 on the shot clock. Randall would have went straight up, and he would have put his big boy pants without a layup. But of course, he's not trusting his leg. He's playing with tired legs, folks. It shows it there. My God, is that? And again, here's the problem: the coach is putting us out there to dislike this player. You got to know when to pull him. You got to put your temperature. Man, hey, Thibodeau, you got to put a thermometer up his ass and see if this guy is freaking gassed, man, because you're really killing us out here, and we're starting to dislike this player. And he's been all NBA here, but my goodness, here's Barrett. Barrett lost the basketball, and they're going to say turnover. Ooh, Leonard got away with a grab there on RJ Barrett. Here's Buffoon, Nicholas Buffoon. Now he wants to inbound the ball here. He gets it here. So the final minute and a half here, 90 seconds here. Leonard trying to add to a 3 point lead. Leonard backing in a Hart. Leonard now backing in. Bounce pass here to Buffoon. Now here comes Man. Man tries to go, and Man misses. Rebound quickly. Knicks will come. Nick here quickly in transition. Euro step. Puts up the shot. Scoop. It's good. Knicks down by one. 72-72. Clippers now pushing it. Here's Plumlee. Plumlee in transition. Plumlee misses. Rebound by Randall. Randall now. So a minute here. Here's Randall. Randall now. Randall driving. Randall kicks it back off to Harkenstein. Blocked there by Plumlee. Here comes Gordon. Gordon. And there's a foul there. So that's the first in the final 2 minutes. 55.3 here. Knicks trail by one. But the Clippers will have it. So Knicks are pushing here, and of course they gotta play a little more together. 55.3 as Man will inbound the ball. Man back over to Plumlee. Plumlee now. Plumlee. Here's Buffoon. Nicholas Batum. Here's Gordon. Gordon. Gordon now. Gordon stops. Gordon's gonna bubble pump, and he misses. Plumlee had a good shot at it, but he misses. Hart comes up with it. Here's the Randall. Knicks can take the lead. Randall puts up a wild shot. He gets his own rebound. Randall misses, got stuffed, but Harkenstein there. So the Anvil Harkenstein cleans it up. So the Knicks up by 74-72. Knicks continue to plot work here and continue to put on their lunch pail and continue to go in there and crash the board. They're up by two here. So we have a few seconds between game shot and shot clock. You're going to have 1 second. Here's Gordon. Back over to Leonard. Kicks it out of Man. Man. Elbow jumper. And he puts up the shot and misses. Rebound by Harkenstein. And we get a loose ball foul. What's going on here? Point three. Who's it on? I wonder if it's on Randall or what. Who's on this foul? Randall. It's on Randall. Again, all of this could be avoided, Knicks fans, if the damn coach pulls the damn player out. He put his elbow out. He pulled his elbow and pulled it up. They're going to review it now. When anything close to the head, or any intentions, Randall's going to get called with a foul. Randall's going to get called. He might be a flagrant foul. He might screw the team because the damn head coach wants to leave this player on the court too long. You gotta play Toppin. What the hell? We got a power forward here who was drafted seventh in the freaking, and Randall's out of control. He's arguing with the heck with his teammates. Come on, man. Randall's a head case, man. He's the reason why you see people don't believe the Knicks could get out of the damn first freaking round. It's because of his stupidity. He's arguing with the head coach. He's arguing with everybody. Why? 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 Why do you have to do this, Julius Randle? Why? Why the hell do you have to do this? This team is playing well. Just shut the hell up and play the game. This is the reason why you can't get behind this guy. You can't. They clip Steve. Salute, Steve. Yes, the Clippers. Yeah, he's bipolar, Mr. Vernon. He is extremely bipolar. This guy is so bipolar. I mean, he's a tough player to root for. He's a tough player to root for. I'm sorry. You could say I'm a Obi Toppin Mark. Call me an Obi Toppin Mark, but I can't root. I have a hard time rooting for him. I really do. And just because they're losing here, they went on a 9-game winning streak. But even with that 9-game winning streak, you didn't see me go gaga over Julius Randle hitting that three ball. You saw he fumbled. He's a tough player to root for, guys. A really tough player. Tough player. And for him acting like that against the coach, I would have pulled them. You know what? You're sitting down. Even if I lose this game. So they get a technical foul on Julius Randle and a personal foul. So you're gonna keep adding. You're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep screwing them. So Julius Randle's stupidity added. It keeps adding more to this. This is what personally I won't sit. I will sit Randle, and I'm going with Obi Toppin. That's the coach's fault. The coach's fault. There's no reason why the damn Randle has to play the whole third quarter. When Toppin is playing extremely well, who was playing well in that first half, no way, no reason why to keep that poor kid on the bench there. Of course, all it does is it magnifies Cam Reddish's claim and his cry and his gripe on Tom Thibodeau. It shows it there. Here's Kawhi Leonard with the technical. He hits the free throw. Now, all even at 74, Clippers could take the lead here on the stupidity of Julius Randle. Plain and simple. It's called stupidity. Yep, Zach was the same way. Absolutely. That name, they're so stubborn. When it comes that name, they're Zach, they're the most stubborn person ever. You name a person Zach, they become stubborn. 74-74. And 1 point lead for the Clippers, 75-74. So the Clippers take a 1 point lead where the Knicks were playing well, but of course this last closeout here with Randall losing, going off the rails. Now the Clippers has another free throw here, 75-74, and he hits it, makes it 2 for 2 here. So the 3 point swing here. If the Knicks fail to lose this game, this is the turning point of the game right there. So we go to the fourth quarter. Julius Randle off the rails, uncontrollable, 76-74. Knicks down by 2. We're going into the fourth quarter. Now the Knicks beginning a back-to-back on a 2-game losing streak. The back against the wall here. You got their so-called superstar in disarray, acting like a buffoon there. I know there's Nicholas Buffoon, but this guy's acting like a buffoon out there. Can this be enough for the Knicks to overcome? Fourth quarter to come, we shall see. Yep, Cam Reddish named favoritism in New York article. Indeed, Vernon, that article spoke a lot of truth there, and we've been and you know what? A lot of Knicks fans don't need to dissect that. We see that, and I know they go, no, but this is a Cam Reddish hive. It's the same with Frank Ntilikina hive. No, you see it there, and we're not even. And the thing is, Vernon, I don't know if you agree with me. You don't need to play Randall 40 plus minutes. All we asking Randall to play 30 minutes, 29, 27, 28 minutes, and play the combination of Toppin and others. That's all we're asking for. We're not even asking for Julius Randle to be benched. We're just asking to reduce your numbers because when Randall plays with less numbers, he is good. But when you leave him on the floor too much, it gets exposed. And that's why I think we get so frustrated with Tom Thibodeau. Well, Cam wasn't a fan favorite. Joe. He might have not been, but he's have some little. There's a little truth to what his comment says. You know, and I know he wasn't great on the defensive end, and I know you have to play defense when it comes to Tom Thibodeau. But man, and Mr. Davis, he says Randall cannot play without Brunson. You know what, Darnell is showing it. It's showing that Randall's not a number one on a championship team. I've said it. Randall's a number three on a championship team. He's not a number two. He's not a number one. He's showing that right there. It's showing. I know. And of course, oh well, Jedi, you don't like Randall. Not that I don't like him. It's just it. I know what his limitation is. He does these things. So we go. Here we go. We start the fourth quarter. Let's hope the Knicks go on a nice run here and close this out strong here. Here's Gordon and second unit here. Let's see the Knicks to put some numbers here. So here's George. George hits the first shot. So Leonard had a huge third quarter. The Knicks survived it, and now they were only down by two. Lucky there, 74-78. So here's Hart. Hart Barrett. Barrett needs to take over here. Barrett needs one of those games to say, I'm the number one third. I'm the third pick for the Knicks here in the draft. I need to take over. Here's Barrett. Barrett off the glass. He misses that one. So here's the Clippers. Clippers with a 4-point lead. George now. George jumps and he hits the front of the rim. Hart comes up with it. Hart now in transition. Hart pushes the top in. Top in. And a little bit too much there for Hart. So it's a turnover. So two turnovers here for the Knicks to start. 78-74. You gotta get some easy, gotta make it look more easier on those leak outs. So Knicks gotta convert here. 78-74. So just close to a minute gone by here. Man, back over Gordon. Gordon now. Gordon driving. Gordon, a lot of contact, puts up the shot, he scores. So a 6-point lead here, 80-74 here. So 6 points on the 9 turnovers. So the Clippers are capitalizing on the Knicks turnovers. Here's quickly. Emmanuel quickly back to Hart. Picks it out to Toppin. Toppin for three. And Toppin misses the three ball. Here comes Mason. Plumlee now hands it over to George. George now. George. George now back over to Plumlee. Cutting man, and scores. Someone fell asleep there and timeout on the floor. Another missed assignment on the cut. Now, players gotta stay with their man. Knicks defense staying there, falling asleep there on that cut. George Toppin is blocking the 3-point line. It was either Quickly or Barrett who fell asleep there on a cutting man and at least a timeout there. 82-74. Clippers now taking control here in the early part of the fourth quarter. Knicks need to talk it over. They need to regroup here. Absolutely. I'm gonna highlight that in a minute. I'm getting fed up with this stupidity on Randall. Oh, let me see this. Andrew Shaw, I'm ready to shut it down until tomorrow. Yeah. Guys, I'm out. No, not yet. Melvin Smith. There's still a good game here. No, don't hang in there. We will stay there. I'm with it. And of course, bad attitude is leading into the team's performance. Yeah, you can have, if he's your so-called leader, you can't have him going there, getting mad, arguing with the coach, arguing with Fournier, getting, jarring back and forth. It doesn't look good. He was there arguing with Fournier, who doesn't even play on the team. He's not even in the rotation, and you're arguing fruitlessly on the road against, when you're causing the other opponent's team to take the lead against you, it doesn't look good. And then you wonder why they don't contest on a backdoor cut like right now here. Think about it. It's a snowball effect. We got hope. We got hope, Vernon. This team, you still got young guys in. You still got guys here. Hart, who's not gonna let this team tank. By the way, Hart is gonna go bust his rear end out there. Harkenstein's gonna bust their rear end. Mitchell Robinson, Quentin Grimes, R.J. Barrett, quickly. Right now they're trying to feed Barrett as the guy who take over, but I don't think Barrett has that in him. So when is the time for Quickly or Grimes to take it over? I need one of those two guys. To be honest with you, Ellis, I need one of those two guys that say, get to the point where they say, I don't want to sound negative with the effort. I'm taking over this game. I'm going for mines. I don't care, what the repercussion is. Take that chance, get out of the comfort zone, say, I'm taking over this game. I need that rising star challenge, Quentin Grimes, to take over. Or Manuel Quickly, the Boston game. I mean, too many guys are trying to play politics. They know there's a pecking order. It's Randall, it's Brunson, Randall, Barrett. And they're trying to force feed us Barrett, but Barrett's not showing us that next level of I'm taking over the game. I think I need either Quickly or Randall, or Quickly, or excuse me, Quickly or Grimes to say, "Freak it, I'm taking over this game," and I think we need that. So here we go. Let's hit that like button. Here's Quickly back Toppin. Now Quickly gets the ball. Quickly now. Quickly gets a double team. Here's Toppin. Toppin now. Toppin looking for Hart. Hart now. Hart driving in the circle. Hart puts up the shot, fades away, and he got it. Hart. They needed that bucket desperate. Down by 6 here with 2 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. 82-76 here. So 8 points for Josh Hart. He's 3 or 4 from the field, 7 rebounds. Here's Plumlee. Plumlee wants to get it into Gordon. Good job now by Grimes. Plumlee now. Plumlee lost the basketball and off the Knicks there. That looked like off for Plumlee. 9:46 here. 7 on the shot clock. Oh no, it's off of Grimes. It's off of Grimes. It hit Grimes light. 82-76. Ball inbound. 7 on the shot clock. Gordon will inbound the ball. Gordon finds George. George now. George shakes and bacon. Good job by Hart. Bounce here to Mason Plumlee. Plumlee got fouled by Grimes. Got bailed out there. That's Grimes' second. So Plumlee will go to the line for 2. So it hit Grime on his way up in the groin area, but Plumlee will go to the line here. Plumlee rattles the first one in, 83-76. Plumlee will go to the line here for a second, and he hits 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 84-76. So Quickly will bring the basketball up here. Quickly gets it back from Toppin. Quickly with the basketball. Quickly now. Quickly double team. Quickly back over, trap over to Toppin. Back over to Quickly. 10 on the shot clock. Quickly has Buffoon on him. Quickly now. Quickly driving. Stops, spins. Back over to Toppin. Catch. Now Toppin driving. 3 to shoot. Toppin fades away shot. And he rattles this one. Hart comes up with the rebound. Hart finds over the Toppin. And there's an alley-oop. And there's a foul call. So he was fouled by Plumlee. Quickly. Actually, Toppin looks a little shaken up there. It looked like he jammed his finger. He will shoot 2. So he got his hand. He fouled on the alley-oop there. Looks like Toppin jammed his finger. So Clippers being a little physical here. But Toppin will go to the line here. He needs to hit these free throws. 84-76. So Obi Toppin, make him count. Make him count, big guy. Here we go. Use the force. He rattles the first one in. 77-84. Toppin will try to shoot his second one. He goes 2 of 2 from the line. 84-78. Good job on Toppin. We with a jam finger. He hits those 2 free throws. Knicks got to play some defense here. Here's George. George now. George picks up his dribble, hands it to Man. Man by the free throw circle, backs over. Here's Gordon for a long 3. Misses. Rebound by Toppin. Toppin comes up with the rebound. Here's the Hart in transition. Hart Back over the top and catch and shoot three. Fires for three, and he misses. Hart as Hartenstein had it, and he did not secure it. So Clippers will get the basketball here. 8:45 here. 84-78. So the Knicks are putting some great effort here, but they gotta execute. 84-78. So they're getting the effort for the rebounding, but they're not attacking here. They gotta, and George catch and shoot three. George for hits the triple. So his second three, 87-78. Quickly now, calling the basketball here. So Knicks need a bucket here. Dangerous part here in the game. Here's a man who quickly here, give and go here. Here's quickly now, snake dribble. Quickly, back over to Hart. Hart, fourth spin three. Hart misses. Isaiah Hartenstein got called with an offensive foul, pushing off on Plumlee. So Plumlee now becoming a pain in the rear end for the Knicks here. 8:14 here. So Gordon will give it to George. George now gets a screen by Plumlee. George driving. George in the circle. Kicks it out to Man. Wide open three, and Man misses. Fight for the rebound quickly. Knicks looking to run. Here's quickly. Coast to coast. Euro step. Puts it up, and that's going to be an offensive interference. Knicks will have it. Count it. So quickly with 20 points here. 87-80. Knicks down by 8. So Knicks with another fast break point there. Good job on them. But the Knicks got to insert themselves on defense. So we have a timeout on the floor by the Los Angeles Clippers with a 7-point lead for the Clippers here with 7:54 in the fourth quarter. If you have not hit the like, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Join us. Welcome to the BX Sports JEDI family. The return of the Knicks watch along as we do all different types of watch along, not just the Knicks, but the New York Yankees, MMA, and also MMA Weekly. We do a weekly roundtable with Austin and Chef Dan talking about the UFC fights, as well as all the Heal the Ring podcasts, as well as all the different sports. And we appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you guys for joining us this Saturday afternoon. Let's go. The Knicks got to go on a run here. They need to go on a 15-2 run here. I'm calling it right here, and the Knicks are going to go on a 15-2 run. Let's hit that baby. Let's hit that like. So we have a timeout here by the Clippers. Increase, indeed. That's the key to the game right there. Mr. Vernon is saying it perfect. The ways to win this game is to pressure the ball and increase the pace, run downhill. Absolutely. You see that the Knicks are getting some easy buckets in transition, Vernon. The Knicks got to continue to pressure. Whenever they have a turnover chance opportunity for the Clippers, they need to push. They need to continue to push with quickly Toppin, Hart, and others to go up there. Absolutely, because this is a team that has Russell Westbrook, who likes to chuck a lot of bad threes, turn the ball over, trying to create, and there's risk that he likes to take. The Knicks got to capitalize. So there is a big run coming up for the Knicks. But with 7:53, what scares me is in another minute, Julius Randle's returning. What kind of Julius Randle we're getting in this game? That's my big factor. That's my fear. Is this Julius Randle going to be a plus on the floor or a negative on the floor? I know, listen, I say, hey, how could the hell you could say that against your all-star, your two-time all-star, your best player of the team? I say, I'm going to push back. I think he's the second best player on the team. Yes, the numbers are phenomenal, but there's a different vibe when you have Brunson there who gets the ball out of his hands and calm things down and takes, whenever the Knicks need a big bucket, is Brunson, not Randle. But I'm a little afraid here that Randle doesn't clean or clog the chemistry with the ISO ball. I'm just a little afraid. And listen, if they're gonna win this game, they're gonna need Julius Randle. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be naive about it. They're gonna need him. But man, I'm just a little afraid of what Randle we're gonna get. As Gordon will bring the basketball up here. Randle actually Mason Plumlee with the basketball pushes in to George. George got fouled, and it says before the shot. So third foul of the quarter for the team. So that's the second foul on Josh Hart. So the Clippers will inbound. And Gordon will inbound to George. George now around the screen. George back over to Plumlee. Plumlee now. Plumlee driving, and he misses. And I gotta say offensive foul. So taken away here, Knicks will have it. So Hartenstein playing some good defense there. 87-80. There we go. So Hartenstein, who was questionable tonight, is playing well. 87-80. So quickly with the basketball. Quickly. Back over. Give and go to Hartenstein quickly. Now quickly in front of Gordon. Quickly now driving. Kicks it out to Toppin. Toppin now fakes it. Here's Hart. Hart now Hart again. Through for the shot clock. Hart has to put the shot up. He misses. Rebound by the Clippers. Not so too much passing for the Knicks. They needed someone to go driving. Here's Man. Kicks it out for three. Buffoon for three. And the Buffoon gets it stuck, and that will be a jump ball. It's time for the bomb squad. Three balls. Darnell Davis from your keyboard to God's ears. Let's go. So we'll have a jump ball at half court as Hartenstein will go up against Plumlee. But let's see that will they do a sub here for Mitchell Robinson? Mr. Vernon, 7 minutes, 7 points. Let's go. Yeah, so Mitchell Robinson will be subbed in for Hartenstein. It'll be Toppin jumping the ball here with Plumlee. And Plumlee will out jump Toppin. Knicks down by 7 with Los Angeles Clippers possession. Back over. Here's Gordon. Gordon driving. Back over to Morris. Morris steps in. Morris hits a jumper from the corner, but not a three inside the line. 89-80. 9-point lead for the Clippers here. So here's Quickly calling a play now. Quickly now wants a screen here by Toppin. He's got a switch here. Toppin driving. Toppin got fouled, puts up and he will go to the line for 2. So foul on Morris Sr. So 2 free throws for Quickly, where he has 20 points, and here comes Julius Randle with the 6:28 mark. Now, can Julius Randle come in calm, cool, collective, and take over? That's the question here. Here's Quickly now. Quickly hits the free throw here, 81-89. All right, Toppin. Thank you, Toppin. See you tomorrow night. Unbelievable. He is 3 of 19. So you're bringing in a player who's 3 of 19. Toppin, I thought was a positive on the floor. But here we go. I think you should have brought Randall in the 5-minute mark, but I digress. Here's Quickly. Quickly hits both free throws. So Knicks down by 7. 6:28. So Knicks got to put up their intensity on defense. Here's Gordon now. Gordon will bring the basketball up. 6:20 here. Gordon. Leonard back in the game. Now Leonard gets the ball. Picked up by Quickly. Leonard driving. Leonard got fouled. So that's the 4th team foul there. He wanted a continuation, but he's not going to get it. That is the 4th team foul. 6:14 here. Quentin Grimes will get called for his 3rd foul. So Knicks will be in some foul trouble pretty much. So Gordon will inbound the ball. Gordon inbounds it here to Zubac. Back over to George. George. Leonard now. Leonard, 10 on the shot clock. Leonard driving. Leonard goes strong and he gets counted and 1. So Leonard going extremely strong, taking over. So Leonard looking strong, going to the basket, and quickly gets called with the foul there. 3-point play. So Clippers trying to make this a 10-point game. 91-82. With a free throw here, will make it 10. And he rattles it in. So it is a 10-point deficit for the Knicks. 6:07. Plenty of time for the Knicks here. They just got to continue shooting, continue boxing out, and playing defense. Here's Quickly now. Quickly. Surveys off to Hart. Hart back to Grimes. Here's Randall. Randall jab step. Randall back to Grimes. Grimes 10 on the shot clock. Back to Randall. Randall's going to shoot from the top of the key. Randall hits the three ball. 85-92. No thinking. Catch and shoot. Read and react. He hits it on the switch. 85-92. 540 here. Just under the halfway point in the game. In the quarter. Here's Gordon. Zubac, which I thought he might have had a foot out of bounds, but 84-85, giving up too much easy basket. Knicks down by 9 here. Here's Emmanuel quickly now, quickly driving, quickly stops. And they're going to get a foul, a poke there on Morris. That's the third team foul on Morris. So Marcus Morris. Actually, that's on George, excuse me. George with the reach in. So here's Mitchell. Back over to Hart. Hart got fouled there by Leonard. A little bit overzealous fighting over that screen. It's Leonard. So that's the fourth team foul for the Clippers. So both teams with the next foul will be shooting for the remainder of the game here. If you're the Knicks, you continue to attacking. Get in the bonus. Take it to the rim. Let's go. As Grimes will try to inbound here and gets it in to Mitchell Robinson. Robinson now has Zubac. Robinson handles, and Randall loses that off of Randall. Too much mustard there. Knicks were turnover for 10 turnover. Too much emphasis there. So frustration coming in on the Knicks. You can see it there. They have no calm collective there. No Jalen Brunson where he'll calm things down. And you're starting to see it's starting to boil down here. Here's Gordon. Kicks it back. And again, Gordon wide open for three, and he misses. Rebound, Randall. Randall comes up 85-84 with 4:45. Julius Randall now, top of the key. Randall still keeps the ball. Randall driving, spins, puts up and he misses that one. Not a good night for Randall. Here's George. Back over. Gordon now again, same spot for three, and he hits this one this time. Timeout on the floor. Knicks miss an easy opportunity to get it off the glass. And here comes the Clippers for three, 97-85, timeout on the floor. You're starting to see why the Knicks, in the beginning of the season, they're playing, reverting back to the beginning of the season. And, of course, we have a timeout on the floor. Boy, that's Brunson is much needed on this team. And it shows, 97-95. So the Knicks are starting to play frustrated. Emmanuel quickly needs to take over as a point guard, not as a player, as a point guard. They don't have the guy that could take it over with that they don't have a floor general on the floor right now. Where, no, you know what, Julius, I'm taking the ball out of your hands. No. You know what? Because you see what times when the Knicks need a bucket, it is Brunson takes over and gets that bucket, that big play, and no one's doing that. They're deferring to Randall, and Randall is not the answer. So we have a timeout on the floor here. Mr. Johnny Davis says, oh boy. So Leonard with 32 points, 12 of 20. So the power forward is not containing Kawhi Leonard here. So Knicks trail here. So quickly, Knicks are in a huge slump here. 97-87. Quickly, guarded by Leonard. Wants to get a screen from Mitchell Robinson. Quickly now. Randall catch and shoot three, and that's off the mark. Fight for the rebound, and Clippers, one and done. 97-87. So Randall's 4 of 22 here. 4 of 22. So Randall picks his time to go on a slump, the worst time of the year. Here's Leonard. Leonard stops, leans, puts up against Barrett, and he got it. Kawhi Leonard's hitting everything, 99-85. So Clippers pulling away here with 4 minutes here, under 4 minutes. Here's Hart. Hart now. Back over to Randall. Randall quickly now, quickly driving, quickly. And look at the Clippers moving. Randall playing a little discombobulated here. Randall. and Randall hits the deck, and there's a foul there. So both players becoming a little bit discombobulated. 99-85, 3:34 left in the game here. Knicks trail. So the so Randall's being roughed up and allowed to be a physical game. This is playoff basketball. You're going to see this in the playoffs here. Randall needs how to know how to adjust. 99-85. Randall hits the first free throw here. 86-99. What a big difference Jalen Brunson is without on the floor. As Brunson sits and watches, he's got to get better. Sometimes you're gonna need to lose a battle to win a war, and he goes 2 of 2 from the line. 99-87 with 3:30 here. Knicks gotta go need some stops. They cannot sit here and trade buckets. So Knicks are 20 of 22 on the foul line, much better. But and here's Leonard, and he got the ball losing it, and that's gonna say Knicks had it touched last year, 7 on the shot clock. 3:17 left in the game here. 99-87. Clippers will inbound. They have 7 on the shot clock. As they inbound here to George. George now. George shoots for 3. And that's off the mark. Rebound by Randall. Randall wants to push here to Barrett. Barrett now. Barrett Euro. Barrett tucks in. And he misses that one. Quickly comes up with the ball. Saves it. Quickly now. Rises for 3. And Emmanuel quickly in front of the rim. Hart comes up with it. And he loses the basketball. But Barrett keeps alive there. Knicks keep that. Knicks were fortunate. Here's Quickly. Quickly now. Now Quickly driving. Quickly got bumped, puts it off the glass, and he'll go to the line for 2. 2:50 here, under 3 minutes, 99-87. Knicks need to get on a run here as they trail here 99-87. So quick, the Knicks will try to score with the clock off. That's a big stuff here when they can cut the deficit while the clock is off. As Quickly will go to the line here with 2:50. Emmanuel Quickly will go to the line for the first free throw, and he puts it up and he gets it. 88-89. So 23 points for Emmanuel Quickly. The Knicks keep battling, but they're not playing. They're one thing they haven't been doing in these last few games, playing with high IQ basketball IQ plays. They're playing a little bit foolish. As Quickly hits 2 of 2. So it's a 10-point game here just under 3 minutes. Here's Gordon. Gordon now. Gordon. Knicks gotta play some defense. They can't trade buckets. Here's Gordon. Gordon thought about the 3. Passes it. Here's George for 3. And that's contested. Rebound and picked up and right there Quickly. Knicks need to push. 2:29. Emmanuel Quickly now. Emmanuel Quickly again. Quickly now again. Elbow. Jumper. It's good. So it is an 8-point game. 99-81. 99-91. 2:15 here. There's still time, but you have to play some defense. You can't give up the 3 ball. Here's George. George now. Trying to call. George stops. George, Euro step, kicks it out. Morris for 3. Morris, dagger. 102-91. That's a tough 3 with 2 minutes exactly here. You can't give up those open 3s here. 2 minutes left here. You're down by 11. Here's Emmanuel Quickly. Quickly now. Quickly stops. Randall. Randall needs to drive. Randall stops off the glass and he misses it. Loft, tough night. Here's Quickly, gets the rebound. Floater, he misses. Rebound by Zubac. So that's how the Knicks have been since this Charlotte, second half of the Charlotte game. They've been missing short. Everything's coming short, and they look like their legs are tired. Could it be a result of a 9-man rotation? Hey, the naysayers will say that, but here's Leonard. Leonard driving. Kicks it out to Zubac, and he gets the dunk. No, they're going to say shot clock violation. So we get a shot clock violation, 102-91. And the folks are leaving. Los Angeles traffic is terrible, and people are leaving here as Quickly will inbound, and he'll inbound the ball to Quickly. Quickly will pick it up in a minute 22. Quickly now. Quickly. Back over to Hart. Hart now. Hart. And he got fouled. So free throws here. You keep this clock off, and you should try to score with the clock shot. So it looks like I hate to say it, but I hate to say it, but it looks like there's going to be a 3 game losing streak here for the Knicks here after going 9. Remember, the Knicks, when they went on that winning streak, they followed it with a 5 game losing streak afterwards. Hopefully, it doesn't go that extreme. They gotta do something. They cannot lose this back to back here. I'm not giving up on this game yet, but my God, it's getting bleak. That the deficit is getting with the time running out. It looks tough. It might be a 3. It might be a 3. When a minute 16 here, down by 10. My goodness, a tough one, but never limit, no limit Knicks. Let's go. Down by 9. Anything can happen here. We've seen the Knicks trail by actually up by 9 and lose this game. But here's Clippers. Here's Kawhi Leonard. Leonard now. Leonard being harassed. Here's the Knicks. There's a foul there. Knicks being a little overzealous. So 2 free throws for Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's going to try to make this here into 11-point game. He has 2 free throws here. 102.93 with a minute on 9 here in the fourth quarter. Leonard hits a free throw, makes it a 10-point game. So this is a tough game here, afternoon game here. My God, after that tough game to the Sacramento Kings, and now here you're down by double digits, and of course, so all that feel good Knicks stuff is gonna go right out the window with this 3 game losing streak. 104.93. If it holds here in the final minute and 8 seconds here, my goodness. So quickly will gets the ball half the court and he gets it. So the clock starts here, minute and 7. Manu quickly now driving. Manu quickly stops, spins, and he has nowhere to go. Randall comes up with the loose ball. Randall head fakes. Randall puts it up, counted and 1. So chance for a 3-point play for Randall, who gets fouled with a minute left. Knicks down by 9, and he has a free throw coming up to Zubac, committed the foul. So Randall will try to make this close and get some entry calorie stats here, 104.95. And he misses the free throw. 104.95. That's the statement that you've seen through this 3 game losing streak. Here's Gordon. Gordon back over to Leonard. Leonard holding the ball here. Leonard now driving. Leonard puts up and he gets the dunk. Easy. And why bother calling the timeout, Tom Thibodeau? 106-25. That is the exclamation point. I don't think the Knicks will win this game here. I as much as I'm um, optimistic, and I love this team, and I want them to win. Man, we were excited here, 9 game winning streak, all that good stuff. Doing all these games here, night in, night out. And that was a poor performance there, letting Laquan Leonard just go in there and dunk it in there. And now they're trailing here. Um, wow, this is a little bit frustrating because you have a road game. You have a road game tomorrow, back to back. I'm trying to be cool about it. You got a Lakers team who's really on fire, who's been playing well. With no LeBron James, by the way. You have no LeBron James. You have a Los Angeles Lakers team that's playing well, catching the Knicks probably at the right time with a losing streak. Man, it's tough to see what they do here. Is Thibodeau is a hell of a coach because he won us 9 games. When you don't have a Jalen Brunson on the team, it shows. But the lack of backup point guard is killing the Knicks here. I know quickly. I know everyone wants to kill quickly, and rightfully so. But quickly had a good game tonight. And when you have a good quickly game tonight, you don't have a good power forward game. It hurts. The Knicks got to play. Everyone got to play well, not great, well altogether in order to win, and it shows. As quickly misses the 3 pointer. 106.95, 30 seconds. The final 30 seconds here of the game. Tibbs must have gotten a call from the NBA Mafia, told him to take a dive. We better fix the real soon. Um, hey, 106.95. This is why you're gonna get a lot of detractors and naysayer. You see, this is why I don't believe in this team. This is why I don't trust this team. They're gonna be one and done in the postseason. They're gonna get there. They're gonna get gentlemen swept. All that nonsense. All that BS. No, it's just Brunson is injured. Knicks lose third straight here. They lost an opportunity to beat the Hornets game, really stinging them. No pun intended. And it's lingering. It's a lingering effect here on this team. They got to get Julius Randle 5 for 24. 5 for 24 on Julius Randle. No matter who it is, 5 for 24. That's not going to be good. He picked the wrong time to be atrocious, to be caca, to be doodle, to be a manure. He picked the wrong time when Jalen Brunson is hurt. That's the only thing, and they can't afford for Julius Randle to get hurt. Be garbage when their best player is out. That's what's hurting the Knicks here, in my opinion. Um, they lose this game here. We're just hoping that right now they're half a game in sixth seed right now. Tomorrow will be another one. Wow. Yes, Emmanuel quickly 40-minute plus with only 4 assists. That's not gonna cut. Vernon. You need more assists. You need 8 assists from Emmanuel quickly if he's gonna be the point guard for the team. That's a tough one. They never. hmm. I know as much as we want it quickly, we love quickly. Quickly is a shooting guard, combo guard for the Knicks, and they never. One thing they should have addressed in the trade deadline. I know Hart is a wing. They needed a backup point guard. If Derrick Rose wasn't the answer, or Derrick Rose wasn't going to be, they don't. If Derrick Rose was going to be there as a porcelain doll, they should have addressed a backup point guard. At least give you 10 to 15 minutes as a true point guard who will set up offense, who will cut, penetrate, and that's one thing they didn't do. I know everyone likes Miles McBride as well. Miles McBride, if it, in McBride doesn't score enough. McBride it doesn't set anyone up. McBride is like quickly in a combo guard that could score, that slashes. Is not guy who's not that unselfish who will break a defense down, who will penetrate, snake dribble, and find that easy um pass to lead to an easy bucket for his opponent, for his teammates. I think that's what the Knicks is missing. They're missing a backup point guard who is high assist guy who could break down and penetrate and break out a defense and get his other teammates involved for easy buckets. Now, if his teammates don't make the basket, you can't count on. You can't blame him. So I think that's what the Knicks are missing here when Brunson is down. Is that backup point guard? It's just my opinion. But hey, it is what it is. Randall not playing well. Always scoring. He just picked his worst time to go in a shooting slump. Um, the Hornets, the game against the Kings, and now tonight. Now, hopefully tomorrow night when they see that purple and orange, the Lakers uniform, we all know how close he was with Kobe, the late Kobe Bryant, when he was a rookie, how much he loves Kobe Bryant and much meant to him, as well the team that got rid of him, and so forth. All that narrative, hopefully that's a motivation that we have a better Julius Randle come out tomorrow night. The Knicks got to split this LA swing. They need this tomorrow night at 9 p.m. We ask you guys to join us. I hope you guys enjoyed the watch along, not the outcome. Thank you so much, Leonardo. Let's go with Mr. Mannings. He says, "Thank you for explaining Julius Randle consistently." Now, R.J. Barrett. Yes, I will do that because let's get fair was fair. Let's go. R.J. Barrett. RJ Barrett, another one. If you see in Barrett, what I'm really disappointed in Barrett is that he never took the reins of being, you know what, I'm the third pick in the draft. I've got a, and they don't think about that, but that's just as us. Let's just entertain me with this. I just got my $100 million contract. I, you know, I'm no, all I have to be is a number two or number three on this team because and fall in line there. Next man up. One thing I'm hugely disappointed in RJ Barrett. He doesn't take over these games. He hides. He gets away. I don't know if he's shell shocked with Josh Hart being an addition to the team and his minutes diminishing. The emergence of Quentin Grimes. I don't know what it is with RJ Barrett. The trade that he almost got traded. Maybe got his feelings hurt. This is a team. This is a business. You need to get your head out of the clouds and get there. This team needs a guy who take over. There's ways of you taking over the game. It doesn't have to be on the offensive side. I need you to come out there, get the defense. When is the last time you see RJ Barrett get a charge, get in front of a player who is going downhill, who's penetrating to the basket? He's this guy who's this all world defensive player that we hear from RJ Barrett. He's a dog. I never see him get a charge. Meanwhile, the littlest guy on the team in Brunson is out there taking charges, getting it right there, reading the defense, planting his feet, getting the charge. I know they're different players. I know you're going to tell me, well, they don't play that same style of basketball. You're correct on that. But sometimes you lead by example. You see with the littlest guy, and you see that he's paying the price here, getting his body nicked up. It might not be the smartest move, but when is one of these guys going to make a business decision and do what by example, what the best player, the team leader, I'm gonna say it, team leader, best player of the team, Brunson is doing. I don't see Barrett doing that, and that frustrates us. Barrett's inconsistency, ever since he got hit or gotten that cut on his finger, he has not been the same. Could it be that he's psychologically scared of going in and attacking? Who knows? Or playing defense, afraid of getting hurt? I don't know. Is he personally? He looks a little bit too. And the thing is, this is a double-edged sword, folks. With Barrett, Barrett used to finish a little weak at the basket, not getting the foul calls. He put a little more muscle or more weight. He's going strong to the basket to finish. He doesn't do that enough. But he looks a little slow. He looks a little pudgy, and it's hurting him. He looks. And I'm not saying he's out of shape, but he looks a little bit too thick to keep being up on the defensive end against some of the fours or the threes that the Knicks are requiring him to guard. His defense has been not that par ever since he put a little bit too much weight, for filling out, and I think that's hurting him on the defensive end. And I wanted him to take over. He's not taking over these games. With Brunson out, it was a chance for him to say, you know what, I'm taking over no matter what. I don't care whose feelings. I don't care if Randall gets feelings hurt. You know what? Winning. And what we all say it, guys. Winning is the best deodorant to cover up any stench. And the Knicks need to do that when it comes to their players. Quentin Grimes, I thought he was going to have a breakout performance from that Rising Charge challenge. He's another one who hides like if he's in a freaking pool with cold water, like an old man in a pool where he gets major shrinkage. He needs another one. Get going. You know what? You guys got to start taking. And again, I'm gonna make an analogy, and I'm gonna put a disclaimer. If you have children, please mute this. I'm gonna put a disclaimer right now. I'm just giving you a disclaimer. I'm gonna be a little vulgar, if for all the children, all the young kids here. If you have your penis, they need to start putting it on the table and let it fucking bounce on the table. They need to do that already because they're acting like they have little penises. Go out there and play with some big some big testicles, and go out there. Show us what you're New Yorkers, not no little shrivel penises. Go out there, play your tough basketball. And this team is shrinking here on the road when they've been the best road team in the NBA for, my goodness, for so long, all season. And this is not the team that I'm known here. I don't recognize this team here on this West Coast trip. Instead of getting any better, we're looking like we're starting the season again. We look discombobulated. We look disinterested. We look like they never played before with each other on the floor. That's not the team that we know that we saw on the 9-game winning streak, and we saw them on the 8-game winning streak, and we seen all season. The inconsistencies, you know, And that's not how. And the thing that sucks that this is not how most of all these players. They're led by players who bust their asses, who stick their nose out there like a Josh Hart, a Harkenstein, quickly. They're out there giving their all, and some of these other players decide to loaf, and they become scared or in the cold water. They need to get their big boy pants, put up their pants, and go out there. If hey, their pants are falling, go get some freaking trunk, go get some freaking overalls. Go out there and kick some butt, and hopefully tomorrow they come out storming, and they go out there and blow out the Lakers because they rounds with you. They need a blowout. They need a rocking chair game tomorrow night against the Lakers. This team was six offensive in offensive rating, scoring, and tonight they weren't nowhere near that. They're not. It's just because not, and it can't be just because of one player. Because of Brunson, I have a hard time. I have a hard time um, grasping all because of one player. No, this team has enough of a sample size there to show us that they have enough of players. So you're telling me this whole thing's been a mirage? I can't accept that this whole 9 game winning streak and this whole season has been a mirage. By the numbers don't lie. The results, watching every game with you guys here, it doesn't. I'm having a hard time believing that what this crap that we seen here this evening is not what they are. I'm sorry, that's not who they are. Either they're enjoying too much Tinseltown, or they're getting invested with going to Universal Studios and all the other crap that comes out with LA. This is not the Knicks team that we seen on the road and go out there and make that effort. I don't know what this is here. I don't know what we watch here. Is it the 9 man rotation? We can ask that question. You know, it's a 9 man rotation. We have to. Could it be that they're tired? I don't know. I have no idea. Uh, you know, what does the coach do here? I really don't know, guys. I don't know what the coach could do here because he's been rocking with these guys. And if you do change this late in the game season, you're showing a sign of panic. There's little things that you could change, guys. Again, do Randall need to play 40 minutes? No, no. You need to bring a nice combination. Can we get 31, 30, 31, 29, 31, 32 minutes of Randall? I will take that. Give me the rest in Toppin minutes, please. You know, Quentin Grimes, we need to set him apart and find out, what's going on. Why can't we see you get more opportunities offensively? Um, there's so many different things that frustrates. There's a lot of guys that are afraid. You know what? Here's the thing, and it's because probably we're losing and lost this game. Maybe it'd be a hot take, but it. This is my opinion. When you see Quentin Grimes, Manuel Quickly, RJ Barrett, you see, oh, man, there's no excuse. Don't want to take over the game because they see what they saw at the end of the third quarter. Julius Randle acting out of character, getting upset, getting frustrated, and blowing up. It seems like the players around him are afraid of taking over the game because they don't want to get on Julius Randle's backside. That's what it looked like. I'm sorry, that's what it looks like. All these players, man, if I ball out in a really good game and Randle sucks or plays bad, he feels like he's going to get really upset and he's going to get whiny. He's going to be make everyone's life miserable in that locker room. And I leave you with that. I think that's my opinion. That's what it looks like. I think that's what it looks like. Because boy, because let me tell you something, when everyone put their part and plays well and contributes, this team looks like a juggernaut. When everyone's playing well, when everyone's doing their job 100% correctly, and that's including Randall, this team looks like a juggernaut. When one guy is off, and when it's really that one in particular guy, because the other guy ain't there, this team looks like a average or below average basketball team, under 500 basketball team. And it's like, what is the Jekyll and Hyde? It doesn't make sense to see what we're seeing on the floor because you know why these losses make us feel more down because we know that they played better than this crap that we saw this afternoon. This team plays much better than this. And I think that's why, as fan base, we get frustrated, we get disappointed because we know that they play better than this. They don't play this terrible. They don't. They don't. We've seen them when we know when this playing, and we know that they could give a better performance, a better effort than what we saw this afternoon. And I think that's what us as fan base, or at least in this channel, why we get so critical and so upset after that. Nah, DeRozan and Capella, it's not gonna work. That take your take, Pope. Go somewhere else with that because that's not gonna work on the Knicks. Capella's not gonna work with the Knicks. DeRozan is a mid-range shot that we don't need. We need 3-point shooting, and Levine never plays defense. That's not you're adding. You're not those 3 points. Thank you so much, but you're not a Knicks fan. Secondly, you're a Brooklyn Nets fan. You come with that same take every night when the Knicks lose. When the Knicks on the 9-game winning streak, you were quiet. You didn't come here when they were winning. When they lose, you always come with the same. They should trade this, trade that, trade that. Nah, it's okay. We're good, Paul. We appreciate you coming and telling us about how when we lose, how much it stings. You're like the peroxide that wants to be on a wound that you want to just keep spray on us with it. But that's okay because when the peroxide takes away the infection, and we appreciate that, and of course, but the Knicks, what they need to continue developing their players, they need a shooting. They need a small forward who can score. That's it. This team is good, and they have to address if they want to get rid of Randall or not. That's all I gotta say, guys. I know it sucks. I know it sounds. Um, you could call me delusional. Call me delusional all you want, but at the end of the day, this team continues to win. It continues to grow. I don't think DeMar DeRozan is going to help. Maybe you should trade all your draft picks from Brooklyn and try to get those 3 players on your team. Maybe they'll win. Maybe you trade Michelle Bridges, trade all your draft picks, and bring in Levine. Because I don't see you running and say that the Nets should get Levine, DeRozan, or Capella either on your team. You want them on the Knicks. Why? Why is it that you want them on the Knicks? I'm asking you the question. Um, I'm asking. I'm just asking for a friend. I don't get it. I'm trying to see what this team grows. This is a bad loss where Randall wasn't the catalyst. Is there a better power forward than Julius Randle out in the NBA? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe the Randle is the better power forward besides LeBron. Maybe there isn't that we could get our hands on. But sometimes you got to take one step back to take a couple leaps forward. I don't know where. This is the type of thing that we wonder when we get to the postseason. This kind of game here is going to be resonating in our head. Could this be what the Knicks hold the Knicks back, or Julius Randle the way he plays? I don't know, because Mitchell Robinson does the same exact thing as Capella. There's nothing, no game changer with Capella. Right now, we're missing Jalen Brunson, who is our point guard. That's it. We're missing the point guard who's a big factor on this team. The Knicks turned back to the Knicks of last year and before without the point guard. How big is the point guard? If you could get mad, is that the Knicks never got another point guard to back up Brunson. That's all right now. I'm a little bothered with that. Randall not playing the way he's supposed to play, and we never got a real backup to back up Brunson here, even if it's for 10, 15 minutes. McBride is not the answer, folks. McBride is not the answer at backing up what Brunson does. McBride is a good answer when Brunson is healthy for a spell, but whenever Brunson is out, there's no one to step up there, and I think that's what's showing, man. So with that said, what are we gonna do here? We gotta stop the bleeding. We gotta stop the bleeding here. It's a tough loss. I'm a little irate because I wanted them to win. Um, After 9-game winning streak to go 3 in a row, I would have liked 2-1 here. 2-2 on the road. 2-2 is still on the table, guys. 2-2 is on the table, but you know what kills me about this team? And Vernon, you made a beautiful point. It is a beautiful point, Vernon. Where is Jericho Sims? Now, Jericho Sims and I know he's not going to light up the scoring columns, but that energy. Sometimes you need high energy players to inject that high energy that it rubs off on you. If you guys got loafing and lounging, do like Randall, like here we go. He's not giving a F. You get him in a Sims in with high energy, who's ready to go, who's ready to rock and roll, rumble. It starts moving. Yo, this guy's busting his rear end. You know what? Coach sees that he's gonna take my minutes. You know what? I gotta play hard too. Let me go for the 50-50 loose ball. Notice the Knicks are not going winning those 50-50 battles. They're losing a lot of different things. They're not hitting. They're not moving. They're not. You don't see the cuts. You don't see the easy buckets. Jericho Sims with that hustle, keeping plays alive. Yes, he might frustrate you with some fouls, but he's hustling. They're missing that. One thing I always say: hustle never goes in a streak. Hustle never goes in a slump. Hustle is always there, and if you hustle night in night out, you could win. You know, Pope. That's the best one you say. Ingram is a good point, as a good pickup for the. If the Knicks could get Ingram from the Pelicans, that's a good player. Now you're bringing something to the table, Pope. Ingram is the four that we need, stretch four, that type of player. Of course, he gets injured a lot. Now you're bringing a player that makes sense for the team. Ingram, there you go. Good job there. But we shall see, guys. Man, it's a long loss here. There's not that many games here. We wanted, 4 and 5 seed, maybe the 6. Brooklyn is a half game ahead of us now. So now we're looking up at Brooklyn. Brooklyn has a tough schedule, but the Knicks got to take. You know what? If anything, you blame yourselves. Knicks got their players in front of them. If they don't win themselves, you can't worry about it. And Mr. Manning says he's a fan since 1969. You say all this, you say all this team is good to play like this. Hey, I agree with you. Knicks made, yeah. No one ever said the Knicks were a superstar team, but they're a good team. They're 9 games now, 9 games over 500. But and Jeremy Grant could score. He plays defense. Jeremy Grant, yes, that's another name. Big task, another name. But right now, we still got this season to finish out. We're gonna see the OG Ananobi names, the Jeremy Grant. But we still got this team in front of us. We can still do some noise here. Again, let's not limit this team, but I know everybody wants to put a ceiling. And when you see performances like this, when you see performances like this, you see why people put limits on this team, which is kind of frustrating, man. It's really frustrating with this here. It's a frustrating loss, guys. I hate to say it, it's a really frustrating loss, man. It's a frustrating loss because they played better than this. That Sacramento game losing by 5, and you know that they had so many opportunities and rebounds missed and free throws missed. And then the Hornets game up by 16 at home, you missed that opportunity. This here, though, this game, they flat off lost. There was no ifs, ands, or buts that the Knicks were going to win this game. They totally got their rear end handed to them in their hands, and they totally lost this game. I don't think they even have a chance. I don't feel like they should have won or had a chance to win this. The other 2 games, they had a chance and they let the rope go. Tonight, they just flat out lost. Plain and simple. But with that said, man, it's Saturday night, 6:40. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. We already had the Knicks cause that they're positive. Let's take a positive of this. Let's look at some stats. Before we say goodnight. Let's get something positive. We like to be positive about it. Let's always find some positive here. 13 minutes for Toby Toppin, 10 points, 5 rebounds for Toppin, 1 assist. So he made the best of his 15 minutes. He had double figures for Obi Toppin. Of course, Barrett, 30 minutes, only had 11 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Barrett needs to fill up that column though. Barrett did not have a good game. Randall with 19 points. Quickly had 26 points, 4 assists, 10 rebounds. So he had a double-double for Emmanuel Quickly, but we would have loved to have him average about at least 3 more assists in this game. Might have made a difference, maybe, maybe not, but I don't know. Mitchell Robinson failed to get a double-double, 14 points, 14 rebounds, though, in his effort with 6 points. So we shall see. Let's see. The positive here for the Knicks, we thought they're already exceeding expectation. Everybody thought this was a 30 plus win team. This team is about to win 40 plus game. So we could take that as a positive this season. We could say they're playing on house money, but when you get this far, when you have two individual 8 plus game winning streaks, you're not at house money right now. You need to go out there and make a statement. At least I'm holding them to a higher expectation than everyone else. I think we need to win, win some playoff series. Personally, I think I'm holding them as a really high expectation for this team. I don't care, I'm not limiting them, and I'm just continue to watch here. To remainder of the season, I kind of am afraid with the coach. I want them to put more players to play, or at least rotate. At least if you want, it's okay if Randall plays. Randall only played 35 minutes. Be honest with you, it felt like he was out there for a long time. Now 35 to Toppin's 13. I could still give Toppin another 5 minutes. To be honest with you, close to 18 to 30. I don't mind that 18 to 30 mark for Toppin and right there, Toppin and Randall. I wouldn't mind that to see what that looks like. You know, personally, we saw Toppin extra minutes, 2 extra minutes from his average. He had double double. He had 10 double figures in points. But we shall see, guys. We shall see there. It's just a bad loss. It's just right now I could go over and over, and not to sound redundant or repeating, but it's just a terrible loss. It just didn't sync well here on the road, especially if you have a back to back. The final back to back here, so that's a good thing. After tomorrow, they have Portland when they come home. They have, they'll play. They'll have some in between games. They'll play that game in that with the Nuggets, and then they have some time in between. So they'll have a lot of spacing in between the final 13 and 14 games left in the season. They'll have plenty of time in between where they could rest, get guys healthy. Personally, if Brunson doesn't play a game in this West Coast trip, it's gonna suck for us as Knicks fans, but I'm okay with it. Sometimes you lose a battle to win a war. Especially that Portland game is gonna be the revenge of Cam Reddish is gonna go bananas on this team. I don't hate, hopefully the Knicks can contain him, but we worry about that tomorrow. When that comes. For the Lakers game, we'll be back on. This team. One thing I'm never gonna desert is this orange and blue fandom that I have. That's love that I have for the Knickerbockers. I love this team too much, regardless of how bad they are. They could win 20, 12, 6 games. I'm still here rocking this jersey, waving this New York Knickerbockers flag with my Knicks pride. It's just this team. It's just, I bleed this team. I bleed this team no matter what. I can't see myself rooting for any other team other than the Knicks. So I love this team too much. I might not be the perfect guys to analyze it or break it down, but my love, my God, this team that I live and die in, mostly disappointment, but I still rocking this team. So I'll be back here tomorrow for my love for this beautiful team that, my God, is like a roller coaster, toxic attraction with this team. But it is what it is, man. Let's go, guys. We appreciate you guys joining me here. Thank you. Thank you for joining me here. Thank you for being part of this afternoon, early evening here. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Remember, if you're going to consume a drink, please get the keys over to someone who's a designated driver, or get an Uber, or just stay at home. And remember, be responsible. We get to hope to see you guys tomorrow night here, Sunday night. Enjoy your rest of your Saturday night. UFC is on right now, and of course, everyone's going to watch that Celtics Hawks game. That's going to be a big important game. And enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. And man, again, many blessings to everyone. Many blessings. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for being part of the channel. And of course, I want to keep acknowledging you guys every time possible. And we'll see you next time here on the BX Sports Jedi Network. And peace.